Hey, it's Ross Payne with World Info Grader. We're playing Spirit of 77, Apocalypse World game, set in the 70s. I've been wanting to run this for a while, and finally get a chance to. So, this scenario is going to be called the Country Club. You'll find out why. Actually, we should do hooks first.
And character introduction?
Yeah, character introductions. So, we can get through that first, probably. Bill, introduce your character.
Breaker 19. This here's Curly Burdette. He is a war vet, good old boy, rocking a tow truck business out of Townsville, wherever this story
Near
is
the
located.
city.
Near the city. General, good hand with his old, let's see. I didn't really think about a truck model. We're just going to say a Dodge Ram.
All right.
Yep. Running to tow service, trying to make $1.
All right.
Mm-hmm. This is Melissa. I'm playing Sally Rush. She is a former cop turned PI because after many years spent proving myself on the force, they flat refused my promotion. So I'm showing them that I don't need their credentials in order to get the job done. So I'm out proving myself.
All right.
This is Jason. I'm playing Vincent. I'm one bad mother vigilante.
All right. Renee?
This is Renee, and I'm playing Swan. She is a bopper with humble beginnings, but trying to make good in that big city.
What's the name of the gang?
I didn't come up with the name of the gang,
don't
but
have
I'll think about it for a second and
Okay.
get back to you.
All
Just
right.
say it's a secret.
How about the geese?
Secret thing.
Or the wild geese? Just to keep the bird theme going. All right, no, you don't have to. We should do hooks really quick.
We should.
Hooks are the links between player characters. If you resolve one during the game session, you gain a bonus XP. You also gain an XP whenever you fail a
I think
skill
it's
roll.
the Ugly Ducklings, actually.
The ugly ducklings. I love it.
Inspiration struck.
Is this any other details you'd like to give insight into your game?
They're big.
They're big.
Or they're
But they're
medium,
also notorious. They
technically.
really are the ugly ducklings. The other gangs don't like them. So it's like a fair
They
fable.
don't like them because they just want to be a part of the Ugly Ducklings.
Yeah. Oh, sure. They're just
Sometimes
jealous.
it's hard.
So it's just like a children's tale, only with street fights and switchblades. So
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Snacks. That's something else.
so Curly, do you have any hooks you want to?
Yep.
Okay.
Swan is my good luck charm when I'm behind the wheel.
All right.
Is there like a list of hooks that we're supposed to go from, or just
Yeah,
some talk?
there is.
Yes. Here, I'll pull that up.
Sorry.
I mean, can I make them up? I'm happy to make them up.
Do you have the other ones yet, or do you want?
I can. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Vincent owes me for a little job I did for them.
Okay. Let's see here. And Vincent, yeah. Why don't you list off your hooks?
Only Tom truly understands what I'm trying to do here. I need that around me. It's dark, cold world.
Here to sleep once.
There was a time I worked with Sally. And Swan. Swan knows something I need.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought it was just 2. It's 3 around. Okay.
I mean, you can do might as well do it for all the characters, so you have something
Why
to
not?
work with.
I'll drive to hell and back for Sally. No questions asked.
All right. I like that.
Okay. So I know one of Swan's dirty secrets because I might have busted her a few times for a few things. And because of how they think, Curly helps me work out my harder cases.
I mean,
All right. Let's see here, and then
I thought I was supposed to just.
you can do one more for one for each, since we just have 4 players. I mean,
All right. I need to keep Vincent out of trouble.
well done.
all right. You can keep him out of trouble at some point during the scenario. You get him bonus XP.
Story checks out.
All right. So It sounds like, judging from your group, that you're more likely to try to...
No hooks for
So
me.
is Swan going to do hooks?
Well, while she's writing it down.
Swan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're dope.
We only got one book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ross.
No, it's fine.
Continue.
So it sounds like, judging from your group, that someone would be coming to you to ask for your help to protect them from bad guys, rather than like... I had two versions of this hook for this adventure, which was either they're coming to you for help because bad guys are after them, they need your help to, not get killed, or, hey, I've got a great idea for a score, help me, and we could make a lot of money.
I think this feels more like an A-Team kind of group.
Yeah.
Very much, yes.
So Sally Rush will be, obviously, since she's this private eye, she'll be the one taking it, but she'll be calling in the rest of the team. That was fun.
Okay, I'm gonna say that. Do you go by Tom or Curly?
Curly.
Okay, I'm gonna say Curly might be an ass, but he's one of our asses.
You're not wrong.
You're becoming the pet of the group.
Yeah.
And then I can learn a lot from Sally, and well, this works out. I know one of Vincent's dirty secrets.
A lot of secrets.
There's a lot of secrets.
and lies.
Or secrets and drugs, as it might be.
So as we begin, you've got a new case. A young woman comes in by the name of Marion Goldman, an appraiser at Preston Auction House, and she desperately needs your help because I made up the auction house.
Right, no, I'm just going to be trying to figure out what movie it is the whole time.
It should be pretty clear by the end of the first act. But
Okay.
So her apartment blew up last night, and she's been but she knows why. She doesn't know who, but she knows why. She's being targeted. It's because she realizes that the auction house, that an upcoming auction is going to be used to process or defense a lot of stolen goods, including stolen artwork. She says, they had me appraise a lot of jewelry and a lot of very fancy antiques and paintings that are coming in from a mysterious lot. I'm not, lot 52 at the Preston Auction House.
Puppet keeper.
But one of them is, let's see, a portrait of a young man by the Renaissance painter Raphael. And I looked it up. That's stolen. That disappeared during World War II.
It's hot.
It's hot. And so
Daddy-o.
I sort of raised my concern to my manager.
No one likes a whistleblower.
Yeah. And then the next thing I know, I just felt someone following me. I got really nervous, and then there was a gas leak at my house or at my apartment, and it blew up. And I've just been, I haven't had to sleep since. This is the morning. This is like, she was waiting by the door while you were there when you came in, and so she desperately needs your protection. And for you to find out who is fencing this stolen artwork or using the auction house to do it, and then put it into it so they don't kill her. And obviously, I know there's probably going to be a big reward if you can find return this to the rightful owners.
How big of a reward?
Well, I'm not sure how much is there. I only cataloged part of it, but I know that painting alone is worth millions. But it's unusual. We're not having the auction at the auction house. We're having it at the Pleasant Glades Country Club, just outside of the city. Whose
choice was that?
My manager, Morty. He sort of set it up, and he. I told him my warnings, and I haven't been into work since. They've probably fired me by now, but I can't talk to them now. So I need your help.
Do you think Morty's straight, or is he on the take?
He's probably on the take. I mean, he's the one setting this up. Mm-hmm. So she is very scared, and
so I'm going to suggest to you that you take a vacation. If you have a nice aunt you can go stay with.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
So stay gone until you hear from me.
Okay.
Make contact only once on this number and tell me where to reach you.
Okay. Can you see me to the airport?
Naturally.
Okay. Are you going to call your driver, maybe?
Curly. Be nice to this lady, okay?
10-8 Russian roulette.
Well, no, she wants you to escort her to the airport as well.
Okay, I'll go with him.
All right.
5 by 5.
This is gonna get annoying, isn't it?
Not to anybody but you, probably.
Most wonderful thing.
All right. So you're on your way to the airport when you spot a tinted window Lincoln Continental following behind you.
Curly, we've got
Please,
company.
first though, Curly, please describe your vehicle.
It's it's Dodge Ram,
Yeah.
slightly lifted but tastefully.
It's a little details.
Yeah. Decked out. I mean, this is 77, so I got it last year, so it is done in red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Very
Got
hard to spot.
Yep. While I'm using it right now to take these two fine ladies to the
Yeah.
airport, there is, the tow hook in the back, big, spotlights up on top, everything you might need for a thing
Okay.
like this. Grill guard in the front.
All right, so you're in the window. Marion's in the middle. She's
Longhorns.
very small. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So you have a Lincoln Continental.
Semi-air horn.
Yeah. So there's a Lincoln Continental following.
I like to keep it subtle, stay below the radar.
That's what you are, Curly.
Yeah, subtle. So it's following you to the airport as you're on your way. What are you going to do? You could do some basic moves if you wanted to.
I'm gonna ask Marion to lay down in the back seat.
Okay. Is there a
It's
back
a
seat or is it just
truck.
one?
Extended cab.
Yeah.
could be a
We
little
got a
back.
jump
Okay.
seat. Yeah. It's just a 2-door.
That's why I asked. I didn't know.
It's too expensive,
Yeah.
That was
there's
before
no
crew
back.
cabs were not, stupid
Yeah.
expensive. And hey, there's a gas crisis on.
Yeah.
Cool, and if
Not
you're
that
gonna be
this isn't
driving
diesel,
around
but
much,
still, yeah.
with us, then
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little tight, but it's good for laying down in, ladies.
naturally
all
I
right.
would have thought of this.
So yeah,
He's an
Marion
ass,
gets in the
but he's
back
our
seat.
ass.
That's right.
So you could, for example, there are the basic moves. Free your mind to contemplate the current situation and find out a solution. Let's see here. Keep it cool.
I'm gonna keep it at 10 and 2 and try to weave
Scope
through
out a scene?
traffic.
Let's see here. If you want to do more investigative stuff, free your mind uses soul. Scope out a scene uses brains.
I'm actually looking keep your cool
Okay.
by getting out of the way or acting fast. So plus hustle. I'm gonna look because this is a city big enough. Like we're on. This
Is this a
isn't
good
a
old boy
2-lane. No, it's
Okay.
keep your cool. Basic move.
Okay, keep your cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to for some reason I'm thinking this is L.A. It doesn't have to be, but the 70s happened in L.A. in my
the
mind.
city.
Either that or
Yes.
this.
It is one part New York, one part Detroit, one part LA.
Okay,
It is.
so we're in the L.A. part.
Man.
Right now.
We're on
Yeah.
we're on a 6-lane highway.
Yeah.
There's a fair amount of traffic. I know I'm pretty visible, but I think I can outmaneuver them.
Okay. All right, so you're just going straight into. By the way, what are you going to be doing, Sally?
So I'm going to be rolling, if you'll let me scope out a scene.
Mm-hmm.
What's the fastest escape route out of here?
All right, well, first go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Add your brains.
Add my brains. I just rolled 2, right?
2d6, yeah.
2d6. Okay, so I got a 5 and a 4. My brains is 3.
All right, that's a 12.
12. Nice.
That's 3 questions. Fastest escape route out of here.
Yes, please.
There is actually adjacent to the highway. There is a dry canal, kind of like the one they have in L.A.
Nice.
That could be fun.
It looks identical to the one in L.A., but it's not that one. Just the convenient
not
filming
that one.
location. So that's one question. You can ask 2 more.
Okay. So, do these questions,
Off the scope out of scene list.
yeah, I know that, but considering that we're not necessarily in a room, are these adaptable to the
Yeah.
situation? Okay, alrighty.
Although the second one's not bad.
Yes. So what's hidden here?
What's hidden here? What's hidden here are the identity of the driver of the vehicle. You get a glimpse of though through the tinting. It's not perfect. It's a sunny morning. You do see. It looks like a skull, or no, it's someone wearing skull makeup, or like a makeup that make them look like a skull. No, this is an actual gang in there. So yeah,
You're a real gang, man.
yeah, no, well, it's a gang in the book. So you recognize that as the war paint of the Banshees, one of the
Damn
upper gangs.
So then I'm going to ask the last question. Who knows more than they're letting on to see if...
Marion probably knows more. She was expecting this kind of thing. And
so
she
Marion, would you like to tell us what you know about the
that's going to be a
Banshees?
separate action to get her to. So anyways, you're going to be using vehicles. This will raise your heat because obviously cutting through traffic a
We're
little
about
bit.
to take a large truck through a dry
So
canal.
performing stunts, you can go ahead, roll plus hustle. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Does your car horn play God Bless America?
no. That wouldn't be subtle.
All right.
So I'm gonna, yeah, right. So we're in the right-hand lane. I'm going to try to telegraph that I'm gonna try to merge over and just cut off somebody so they don't have room to follow me. But then I'm just gonna yank it hard and come right down the embankment.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's kind of lifted, so I can do this sort of thing.
And they're in Lincoln, so that's not
Sure.
going to go well for them.
Yeah. 11 on hustle.
11. Wow. Yeah, you do exactly that. So you're at heat 1 because it's
It happens.
it does happen.
Does he just take heat on that, or do I as well?
It's as a group.
As a group, okay.
Yeah, because you're both in the same car. Weirdly enough.
Okay, so it's present in scene group.
Yeah, present insane group. Obviously, these two have not been activated yet, so they could be. You could radio them, thanks to the magic of CB radio technology,
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, so they could be
Spawn
at the
would have
airport.
that.
But yeah, all right. So you're barreling down there. You will get. It'll take the other car, which is not in the furthest right lane, some time to get into there. So you have a bit of an advantage, but you're not totally out of the woods yet, because you're a wide open area. There is a tunnel up ahead, or you could try and go cross the entire embankment and go the opposite way, away from the airport, and then try and cut around. Or you could go through the tunnel and still head to the airport. But you'll be going into a tunnel, the canal, which means it's hard for them to not lose you,
Do we know Miriam's flight time?
Marion's flight time?
Marion, sorry.
Yeah. She actually she says, "Oh, I forgot to call. I was just going to book a flight to wherever as soon as we were going to get there."
Thing
just
they did in the 70s.
That's good.
You just show up.
Yeah. All right. What I'd actually like to do, presuming I know the city fairly well, what's the, I want to go to the snarliest, what has the most one-way streets, and this weird thing that they just engineered. It's a four-way stop with no stop signs. Everyone just keeps going. It's this weird circle. Nobody understands it, but I kind of get it.
I heard it's European.
Yeah.
all right.
Which means it's classy but
They
incomprehensible.
actually have locations of the city in here in Spirit 77. So, well, I'll just say that's White Hook, which you could cut off too.
The horror at.
It's White Hook. It's a word. I'm not making it up. So yeah, you could cut across the opposing lane and get up.
Yeah, I want to exit somewhere, try to lose them, and
there's going to be another keep your
traffic
cool
rules.
to
Okay.
succeed on that. You have to cut across multiple lanes.
That's just a 7.
7. Whoops.
So Ross gets to do a Ross thing.
I do get to do a Ross thing, so it's a DJ move because I am the DJ of this game. So I am going to say your car, there goes that hook. Your get rear-ended as your car gets slammed on the back as one car doesn't notice you on the way. So your towing gear gets damaged. So your car is noticeably damaged, visibly. It looks ugly now. So it's It's a blow to your pride. But yeah.
I didn't have like valuable or noticeable as like actual tags. I was just playing it. So.
All right, that's fine. So you've lost them for now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, do you want to try and interrogate Marion?
Yeah.
All right.
So that is a basic move of get in their face.
Well, that's
that's
the swear to me.
Yeah, no, I
Give
want to
someone
get
the third degree.
Where's that? Oh, yeah, down there. Okay.
That's brains too.
Yeah, so I'll roll again for brains and see how that goes. 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. You can get 3. All right. Spin one hold as a player or DJ. One question. All right. So, what question do you want to ask her first as you were talking to Marion?
I want to know whatever she's not telling us about the gang connection with Banshees.
Let's see here. How could I get your character to... okay, so she tells you. I did see... yeah.
I'm just very persuasive.
Yeah. The reason I didn't go into my apartment last night is because I saw some of those awful banshees lingering.
You saw them at your apartment?
I saw them across the street. And it looked like they didn't notice me coming in, but they were looking up on the 5th window, the 5th floor. That I could tell because that was the top floor.
But you recognize them.
How could you not? They wear black. They dress up like skulls or skeletons.
Have you had interaction with them before?
I've just seen them in the newspaper. They're never in my part of the town. I don't know why boppers like that would be here.
Fair enough.
So
good instincts.
Yeah. And so, I don't know what caused my apartment to blow up. Maybe they had a time bomb or something. So, that's one question. You can ask 2 more.
Oh, I thought that was 2. Okay.
No, because you got a 10 plus.
Oh, okay.
Or you don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, do I get the sense that she knows anything else?
She's holding back information.
She is still?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still? I'm trying to help you, lady.
Right, so I'm going to take that tack. Like, look, if you really want my help,
okay,
you got to be straight with me. We're out here risking our life, and his truck just got smashed, which is a big deal.
Well, it's... everyone at the Preston has been talking about these people from the country club and all these rich people coming in, and I'm not very well cultured or anything, so I don't. They're talking to some people with some odd accents that I don't recognize, and foreigners of some kind, and. I don't want to. I don't want to get too involved in that. I just want these people who are trying to kill me off my back. So.
Lady, I think you're already involved.
Okay. Well, that's your second question.
Yeah.
So you can ask another one if you want, or you could just end the scene.
So my last question will be: so what exactly have you heard?
I've heard that Preston, we haven't been doing so well lately. But that's all going to turn around because we're going to get a new level, just a massive amount of money in, and so is everyone else who's involved in this. In fact, everyone who's a member of Pleasant Glades Country Club is going to make out like a bandit when they welcome their new members in.
New members?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, the new members are being entertained at the country club right now, but it's very... only VIPs are let in now. They're very restrictive of who they let in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So you're in White Hope now. You could call to get help. You could, get. Obviously, this is escalated. And if they're getting a gang to chase you down, you might want to get your own gang members. Hint, hint. So what do you guys want to do?
Breaker 1-5, Swan Song, you out there?
Yeah, Curly, what's up?
We got a big old pile of nasties chasing us around. Russian roulette's trying to take a client out to parts unknown, trying to shake the heat off. Could you offer us any assistance to come back?
What kind of a nasties?
Them skull-faced fellers what's been running around.
Where you at?
We're down in White Hook. What's your 20?
What is my 20?
Where am I located?
Please tell me.
You're not too far off.
Is that part of my territory or?
No, it's not.
Okay. Is it part of their territory?
No, it's not. There's.
All right.
We are, however, mobile.
You're in the Burkhart district, also known as Deadheart, for its abandoned warehouses and buildings. White Hook is sort of more blue-collar neighborhood. It is known for the. It does have the Amazo Waxworks nearby, but the. Also, there was a national fair there at Midtown Midway. So yeah, the Joeys and the Corsairs have taken over White Hook. So you could, but I mean, it's a big territory, so like they're, yeah.
So we need to watch out for the pirate-themed gang while we're here.
And the skull faces after us, and the pirate thing.
And the Joeys, are they kangaroos?
Well, the Joeys got beaten back, so
okay.
it's the Corsairs territory now. So.
Okay, it's the Corsairs.
Yeah, in the Clown Alley Rumble, which claim the entire Midway is their own. That's only in the Midway, so that's
Clown Alley.
It's entire district. So
Okay, so that's not necessarily where they are. I'm
so
basically,
you're nearby. You're not too
Yeah,
far.
I'm nearby. Curly, do
If you bring the
think...
entire gang in, though, that will be noticeable.
Sure, I don't think I want to bring the entire gang in. Curly, do you think that we need to get violent, or do you think I can just delay them a little bit?
If you can give us a little cover, a little place to hang our hats for 5 or 10, I'm sure we can get it together.
All right, so I know of a spot in White Hood where they've got one of them roundabout thingies.
Yep.
Are you talking about the Midway or the Waxworks? Or there's also a grocery store, the Malachi grocery store. There's also the Majestic Theater.
It's probably near the Majestic Theater.
Right.
I think we can probably arrange some flats to get out in the road from the theater. And once you're past, we can hustle in a whole bunch of people and cars so that we can cause a little bit of a back jam.
Break the shoelaces. Affirmative and 10-4.
All right. So you guys rendezvous at the Majestic Theater. Run down Second Run Theater on the north side. So you're all together. Do you call in Vincent as well? So, yeah.
Vinny Price, sounds like we got your kind of rumble cooking up down here.
I see the scene as like a grabber green boss Mustang, door repeatedly open and shouting.
You're seeing.
And I stopped to pull this guy's head out of the door in the end.
All right. Just another day for you.
Yeah.
Another loan shark needing a lesson in manners. Your CB squawks to life. It's Curly.
And that's why you always leave a note.
So yeah,
When and where?
Down about the Flick House here in White Hook.
all right. So you can.
I need 9 minutes.
All right.
Been there before, apparently.
So you all get there.
10:36. Sounds
meet
good.
up pretty quickly.
Over and out.
You get the story from Marion with the new information. She has several potential leads for you. You could go try and investigate Morty and work your way up. She says it's all seeming. There's a big auction at that's going to be held at Pleasant Glades Country Club in 3 days. And apparently she thinks it's going to be a lot of stolen goods, like really valuable goods that's going to be worth millions. One thing is, how do all these blue blood rich people, how have they got access to a gang? How did they get word to the Banshees to go hunt Marion down, which is unusual. So there's obviously got to be they have to have some sort of middleman you could try and find out.
I'm gonna reach out to an old friend for connections.
Oh, okay. Go
It
ahead.
just happens to be one of my somethings.
Yeah.
I don't remember what. I don't remember what
Thing.
is that my thing?
It is your thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. So I'm
Do
gonna
what you want to do.
use my thing.
All right.
I can't tell you who to sock it to.
I believe that's smooth.
Right.
Roll
Yeah.
that.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8. You do know a guy. What's the guy's name?
Jenkins.
Ace.
Mordecai.
Huh? Ace. All right. But the info's going to cost you. So you give them a call on the nearby payphone, because that's how you do things now, in the 70s, instead of cell phones. And Ace is... what you're asking Ace for who's feeding orders to the Banshees?
I'm asking Ace, basically like, Banshees aren't acting like they should.
Yeah.
They're clearly in the pocket of somebody.
Well, maybe I did hear something about that, but that's going to cost you. Let's see here. Where are you at? You knew White Hook by any chance?
Yeah, very close.
Oh, good. Hey, why don't you go rumble the Corsairs for me? They're getting a little uppy. They're trying to muscle into other people's territories. They're caught.
What's your actual problem, Ace?
We need all the boppers to be in peace, and the Corsairs are getting bigger than.
So you want me to go rumble somebody to get people at peace?
Yeah, well, keep them.
I think you need to
go trash your territory. Tell them that
is.
The favor will cost you.
So can I rumble their territory and tell tell them it was the skeleton heads?
The Banshees. Well, you'd have to disguise all your guys. I mean, the ugly ducklings. No one's going to mistake them. But if they are dressed up in skeleton costumes, yeah, they'd look like the Banshees. But you'd have to go disguise them. So
see what I can do.
Okay, so that's one way to get the information. Let's see other ways. Let's see. You could go to the auction house itself and snoop around. Let's see here.
I actually have a buddy from the service who works import-export for those one of them everyday low price stores that's popping up. I bet he could get a hold of us a bunch of black sweatshirts and sweatpants on the cheap.
We're in a theater.
It's a movie theater.
Movie theater.
Oh.
Yeah, not that kind of theater.
Yeah.
Damn it. Fortunately, there's no
yeah.
Although it's coming up on Halloween, he might be able to lay hands on some grease paint while we're on.
Yeah, you want to give me a roll? Which
I got a buddy, which is my war vet story move. I roll plus smooth.
Yeah, go for it.
Which on a 10 plus, your friend can get you minor supplies.
This is definitely qualified.
Yep. That's 8, so it's going to cost me or I don't get exactly what I want. Please let it be not exactly what I want.
Well, we ain't got skeleton costumes. Those are in high demand, so people keep buying those for some reason that I do not know and I do not get illegal prescription medication from. But there are other costumes available. There are unicorn ones.
Are there pirate ones?
No, the pirates are all sold out too.
Weirdest thing.
There are cowboy ones, and we have Smokey the Bear costumes. A lot of them.
We will take the fucking Smokey the Bear costumes and I will turn to the police description page of my printout of CB lingo.
All right. Yeah, so you can get enough to disguise your gang to make them look like an entirely new gang.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
The Smokey the Bear gang.
Guys,
Yeah.
I need you to be on the same brainwave because this needs to end in a one-liner.
Yeah.
And I think we all know what it is. So when the time comes, if you haven't twigged to it, just let me know.
Yeah, so Ace just wants you to go in their territory and trash it
Rumble
up
it
and
up.
yeah, you don't have to
Bear.
burn it to the ground. You just have to
We are the Smoke of the Bears.
push them back, which no one has heard of. Obviously, they're going to want to. That's going to be
entirely new
yeah.
thing.
But if you throw them off their game, they're not going to be going out to other gang territories and fighting. They're going to fortify and
Be like, who the hell are those
Operation
bears?
National Park Service.
yeah, exactly. So. You go and get the costumes pretty easily. You bring them back. Your gang members are like, boss?
Guys, do you want to get the Corsairs after us? Because I don't.
Well, we can take them. We can take anybody because of your leadership, boss. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi just means you're loyal. It doesn't mean you're stupid.
Oh, okay.
Come on, guys.
All right. Go ahead and roll smooth for me.
Okay.
Let's see.
We're gonna trade out that dice.
See how well your scheme to disguise them.
5, 6, 7, 8 again.
Okay. All right. So you think you disguised them pretty well.
Okay.
Are you guys tagging along as well?
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I am going to roll encyclopedic memory because I want to do some thinking about what I know about the country club and who's connected there and
Sure.
Gang activity in the area and all of that. So I roll that at plus brains.
Yep.
And if I get a 10 plus, you tell me something interesting and potentially useful.
Ooh.
And then I have to tell you how I know it.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
What do I get on
So 7 and 9. Only tell me something interesting. You are not obligated to the useful part. And I still have to tell you how I know it. So just be creative.
You actually have heard of that painting she was talking about, Portrait of a Young Man by Raphael,
Okay.
not the Ninja Turtle. So it was not only stolen during World War II, it was stolen by the Nazis.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
How do you know that?
I know that because the well-rounded woman takes art classes.
All right.
I have a lot to learn.
You've
from
seen
you.
photos of it. They had
Yeah.
photos taken before, it disappeared in
Stolen by
1940.
Nazis.
Let's see. So that you're thinking about that, Vincent? Are you going to be going along on the rumbling, or are you going to be doing something else?
I don't know. I don't think I need to.
Okay. Yeah, it could be a simple
You don't
thing.
want to wear a bear costume and go beat someone up? How could this be a bad idea?
We're only beating them up if they come after us. Right now, we're just beating up their territory. There's a lot of posturing.
I mean, I am kind of a known commodity, like on
Not
the
in your bear
streets.
costume.
Not in the bear costume.
Point of the bear costume.
There's like one bear costume that's just like 3 feet taller than all the other bear costumes.
That's the Papa Bear?
Let's see here. All right, so go ahead and roll beatdown, which I believe is might.
Oh,
It'd be weird if it was anyone else.
does this not get in their face?
Then your face is more for intimidation. This is you're breaking things. You're like going there, knocking booths over. You're
Get in their faces more like get them to do something.
That's 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Yeah.
The other gang is the same size as yours. So
gang.
you
They're
can
medium?
Yep, they're medium.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, because you rolled a complication on your disguise, they're disguised well, so they're not going to realize it's and that your gang remembers not to call out "Ugly Ducklings rule," So
Good job, boys.
yeah. However, they did not. They forgot to bring their real weapons. They're bringing.
So now they just have
They
bear
just have
claws.
fake shovels.
They have fake shovels, which so that you're only doing 1 harm right now.
Okay.
And they do 2 harm back. So you're losing the fight right now. Actually, are you joining in on it?
Yeah? I'm pretty sure I have to, don't I?
You don't have to. You can just order your gang to do it. But obviously, you add 1 harm to that, so you're. Or you can add 1 armor to the gang.
Well, okay, my gang it's only doing 1 harm because the complication. Okay. Because it normally does 3 harm.
Well,
So okay.
Yeah, they forgot to bring their real
but they
weapons.
didn't have the real weapons. Got it.
So you can either add 1 armor to your gang, or you can
without getting right up on
add 1 harm to your gang. So you can make them do 2 harm, but or you can have them take 1 less damage.
Get information.
I think I'm gonna make them do 2 harm.
Okay, so you're both beating each other. There's many injuries, several serious, couple of fatalities. It's a pretty serious. So we're going to be moving that up to 3 heat. Cops are on their way. So are you going to stay and fight,
cops.
or are you going to tell your gang to get out?
I think I'm gonna tell them Smoky Bandits out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Are you going to be doing something while the gang?
I mean, so is there any mechanical way to reduce heat or ameliorate it?
Or
There's
create a
several.
distraction.
There are several abilities that can do it, and you can also use basic moves if you can explain how.
Abilities? That would be good.
Abilities. So yeah, if you can explain why that your abilities could burn. Let's see here.
Well, so I'm kind of looking at get what you want. Mostly because, like, I'm assuming, well, yeah, they've sort of, they've got an APB that they're supposed to be going down there. They already know they're looking for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, what I really want is to just sort of distract them for a moment.
Okay.
Could that work on Help a Brother Out in this case? Because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
directly distracting.
Why not just that?
Yeah.
That makes more sense, I think.
Right.
So you'll be rolling +1.
Yeah.
Actually, it's going to be at 0 because you have 1 heat, and I'm going to use that heat against
Okay.
you.
Oh, so the hooks would normally be +1?
Yeah, because you have
Okay.
a hook with them.
So, since I'm using my vehicle, if you help a brother out, add your car's power to the roll. So,
Yeah.
+2.
All right.
So, oh dear, that's a 5.
That is a failure. All right.
This for a campaign, I'd check experience. I'm doing it anyway.
All right. So your heat's still on because you failed that roll. So they're asking, "Oh, Curly, the car with your description broke through some safety railings and caused kind of a bit of a snafu at the interstate, the highway. You want to come in and answer some questions?"
I'd be glad to.
All right.
Always glad to do my part for the
Are
community.
you going to do that, or are you going to just not do that?
Do.
Because that would burn the heat off if you do go in and answer their questions.
I think I will do it.
Okay.
So I really like what I'm looking for here is on plus smooth using charm and social grace. Keep your cool.
Okay.
I really want to play this off as not a big deal. Look, we were out there.
Sure.
It was high traffic. Somebody in front of me made a real boneheaded move.
Okay.
I figured y'all would rather repair a little fence than deal with a fender bender at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
I appreciate that what I did wasn't the best, but it was the best in the circumstance.
Really, I was just being a safe citizen officer. That's all.
Defensive driving. That's the thing I've been hearing about. That class I had to go to last time. That's an 8.
8. All right. You will lose the heat, but it will take. You were in there for hours. So you're going to be there for a while. So go ahead. So you don't get any benefit from Curly's Swan.
No,
But you
no help
can
from
roll.
him.
Yeah.
Can it actually be that I get distracted because I'm actually good friends with the local
Oh, sure. Yeah.
constabulary and we just end up bullshitting for 2 hours?
All right.
Or having an after shift drink.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
7.
So go ahead. How are you going to? Are you going to use your leadership to order your gang to have an orderly strategic retreat, or are you just going to tell them to cheese it and then use hustle to make sure everyone gets away by pushing them over fences and that kind of thing, or might to knock down some fences to you can use any number.
I think we want to leave damage as we go.
Okay, so knocking down
So
fences.
probably
and
might.
stuff. All right.
Yeah.
All
So
So go ahead and roll.
alrighty, we'll see. Ooh,
Oh.
yay! 12!
Yeah. With the,
I'm so good at knocking down fences.
Nice.
but -3 because you have 3 heat. This will burn the heat, so there's a complication.
Why do I have 3 heat?
Because you started a fight.
Because of the brawl.
You started a
Oh,
gang
I thought
fight.
I just had the 1. I thought they had heat.
No, they have 1 because they caused them
Oh, I
traffic.
have 3
Although mine's
heat.
gone.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't
yours
understand
gone.
that. Sorry.
Yours is
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
you're-
we
you're-
earned it
yeah,
together. Yeah. Okay.
So your 3 heat is spent so you get a -3 to your roll. Mm-hmm. So that gives you a 9. So you still succeed, but there's a complication.
Sure. That's a bummer.
So the complication can be either one of your guys loses his mask at the last moment, and they figure out that it is the Ugly Ducklings, or a bunch of your guys get rounded up, and they'll be in jail for a while, and you won't have your...
How many is a bunch?
Your gang will go down one size.
It'll go back to small.
Yeah.
They'll lose a mask.
All right.
It's the one that tries to hang back to say, only you can prevent forest fires.
Exactly.
And of course, he's like, who the hell is this gang? And then he trips, and his mask goes. I was like, oh, Ugly Joe from the Ugly Ducklings. We knew it was
That's
you.
so funny. All of their names are ugly, whatever.
Ugly Ben.
Yeah.
Ugly Tom. Ugly Dick.
Yeah.
Ugly Francis.
Ugly Danny.
Ugly Ezekiel. So
He just goes by
2713.
yeah. All right. So that takes you some time, but you get the heat off, and you manage to get away. But the Corsairs will want payback sooner or later. Ace gives you the information. You call him back, and he says, good job. I heard there's a major midway shutdown. It's all trash. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to get along better now.
Yeah. Look, I know your connection. Augustus Russell. He's a mid-level crime boss. He hangs out at the Smooth Move.
X-Lax.
Yeah. The name, it's in the thing.
It's also a 7.
He's been seen with a well-dressed gentleman with a weird foreign accent that no one's able to place at the Smooth Move, and some packets, unlabeled packets, have been transferred from one hand to another. So that's your move, or that's your connection right there. Augustus would know, or you maybe stake out the Smooth Move, and you can find out when this well-dressed gentleman shows up. Slick back hair, fancy pinstripe suit, always wears sunglasses at night, black leather gloves. He's a piece of work. He sticks out like a sore thumb at the Smooth Move. There you go. Hope that
All right,
helps,
Ace,
man.
thanks.
All right. So you got a lead in that regard. So Vincent, what have you been doing in the meanwhile?
I've just been waiting kind of for a direction to get pointed in. So,
Okay, sure, that's fine.
So I guess if we got a guy, I can go talk to him.
So Curly will be out of commission for a little bit. He'll show up late to the scene. If you want to go stake out the Smooth Move, you could track down Augustus Russell now and just grab him for interrogation, or you could stake out the place and hope that this.
I want to do that, and we'll scope out a scene. Can I get there a little early and do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's go about the smooth move. Okay.
Yeah.
This was also in the.
Oh man. 7.
7.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I get to ask one question.
Okay.
So I get to this move. Our main target guy is not there yet, I'm assuming.
He is not. It just opened up.
Just open.
So there's not many people there. I'll say you're inside. The crowd's warming up. They're just playing the DJ. It's a warm-up DJ. He's just playing some basic disco songs.
Okay. So I'm going to just kind of sit and watch everybody for a while, and then my question is going to be, is there anything hidden here?
Yes, there are 2 things that are hidden. They've got a lot of mirrored play setup. For one thing, there's the VIP lounge upstairs. It's sort of in a balcony overlooking the main disco, dance floor, which of course has the lights. It's very Saturday Night Fever, disco ball, so that's velvet roped off. But they have some shelving at the back of it, and they look like liquor cabinets, but who knows what else they hide up there. And 2, you can see. That there are 2 mirrored doors behind the bar. One people keep going in and out of, so you're guessing that's sort of the kitchen, prep area. But there's another one that no one seems to be going in and out of right now, and it's a little off to the side. But it's definitely there. So there's 3 places there's 2 places really.
So I'm going to stay put and blend in and watch that door.
Okay. Vincent, you can be there too.
Is Augustus there yet? Have you seen him?
He is not there yet. He will show up shortly, so you can wait until he shows up, or you could do something before he shows up.
No, I'm going to wait on him.
Okay. So Swan, are you going to be joining them at the smooth move? Your gang did take a bit of a beating there, so they're going to have to lick their wounds for a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So it would just be me. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, you can push your gang, but they're going to be. They've taken 2 harm.
They're fine.
Yeah, so they can. Well,
No, I mean, like, I'll let them, like,
Yeah, yeah.
recover or whatever.
Okay.
Because this isn't really gang territory anyway. Like,
Well, it's more the mafia, you know.
Yeah.
It's a nice place. It's
well, I'm just saying I don't want to roll in there with 30
Yeah, no, that would be
gang members. So.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Noticeable.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let them stay
Okay.
and
off, boys.
heal up a little bit.
Okay, but you can go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so you two are the 3 of you are chilling out as the more and more the crowd's coming in. Augustus rolls in with 2 bodyguards, and you know there's a couple women with him, of course, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Mr. Russell!" You know, and everyone's fawning over him, and he kind of smiles. He's wearing he has a big fur coat around his shoulders, and he's very mid-level crime boss. He's just screaming.
Playing the part.
Yeah. Well, it's the 70s.
Hey, what's the difference
Yeah.
there, Jason?
In the 70s, there
Even in
was.
the 70s, there was a slight difference.
Maybe.
Well, he's running a discotheque, so he's obviously the more outrageous stylistically than the typical mafioso, but he's definitely connected. So he goes up to the VIP lounge and sort of holds court there. So yeah, if you want, you can wait until he gets up there, or you could try and intercept him as he's on his way. But that's his basic plan right now. The gentleman has not shown up yet. According to Ace's information, he only showed up late at night. Around midnight, 1 a.m. I'll say it's like 9, 10 o'clock, something like
And
that.
that's the pinstripe suit, slick hair guy, right?
Yeah.
We don't know his name yet.
No, that's obviously, you're guessing that's the connect. And remember, Mary mentioned foreign people with weird accents.
Right.
At the auction house, so that's probably your connection.
Right.
So, yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna stroll right up to him.
Well, there are bodyguards on this. There is a bodyguard at the base of the staircase leading up to the VIP.
Okay, so
lounge.
he did leave a bodyguard.
Oh,
Yeah. There's a bodyguard on at the bottom of the staircase, and there's a bodyguard up at the top with him. And then there are people streaming back and forth through the staircase. The bodyguard, he's holding court, so people are coming to pay their respects.
Kiss his ring.
Yeah, kiss his ring, or just here's this week's take. A various racket or whatever. It's a typical night. For a mobbed up discotheque.
Yeah.
So feel free to suggest what music is playing when you're doing something. So if you could either, you could intimidate the bodyguard or just take them out, or
No, I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm gonna tell him to tell Augustus that Vincent's here. I'm gonna need to have a talk with him.
Okay, so you tell the bodyguard. So what are you going to roll, or are you just going to say that? So
I don't think I can technically use "I heard you were dead" yet, can I? Since I'm not actually talking to Augustus.
You could do that for the bodyguard, but yeah, you could get in their face with might to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Getting what you want.
I could also just distract the one at the bottom of the stairs, so you can just go straight by and only have to deal with one of them if you want.
Yeah, works for me.
Okay, so I'll roll keep your cool, but what I'm going to do is act good and drunk.
Okay.
And do a little spill my drink on your shoes. Oh, oops, I'm so sorry. Actually, do you have a light? And just, do the whole
All right.
girl.
Sure. It's the same, yeah.
Yeah. So, rolling with plus brains. 13.
Holy crap.
I am really distracting.
You are.
I might have forgotten to button my shirt just now. It happened.
You do what you set out to do. The bodyguard is actually. It points to there's another executive lounge right out here on the downstairs. This is a slow night. There's stalls at on top. We're fine if you want to check out the manager's office. So. He points behind the bar to the other hidden door.
Oh.
So you could follow him there, or you could just be just
Yeah,
stay.
I ask for an escort.
All right.
Yeah.
So you see that happen. Now, Swan, because you rolled so well, you could sneak in behind them without the bodyguard noticing.
Behind me or
behind
behind
her?
him?
Either one.
I feel like the one that's like obvious is probably not the one that I need to go with, so I think I'm probably gonna follow her.
Okay. All right, so you follow her in there, and then you walk up there. Saul, the bodyguard, is up there. He has a large handgun tucked into his belt. He immediately sees you. He tenses up. Augustus looks at you. He's like, Vinny, what are you here for? To what do I owe the pleasure?
So, first I'm going to roll my I heard you were dead.
Okay.
And, darn, that's an 8. So, he recognizes me, and I can roll something extra on my next roll. But that's
Okay.
it. So, balls.
So he thought you were dead?
Yeah.
I thought you were dead. You got thrown out of that houseboat on the docks and while you're on fire.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the bus running me over, or the nuclear bomb smuggled in from Russia. I've heard so many of these damn stories.
Oh God, yeah. I'm surprised someone in your line of work, as it is still drawing breath. To what do I owe the distinct pleasure of?
Well,
He is notably nervous, and the women immediately start filing. But Saul, behind you is and you can see there are several.
I know it now.
Okay.
What's playing is Jim Croce, Don't Mess Around with Jim.
There you go. All right, so
so they're trying to flank me right now from the.
yeah, there's a couple of low-level
No.
mobsters, not as solid as Saul, but they're on the dance floor and they're gonna make their way up there. They may not even have guns, but yeah. So, but anyways, yeah.
Tell your dogs to calm down. If I was here to kill you, I think we know how this would be going right now.
All right, roll.
So that's.
You could use
Would
it in their
that be
face.
getting in their face?
Yeah.
Since it's, yeah, it is an act of violence.
Getting
Yeah.
into your face to tell you
Either
to calm
that or
down.
smoke his ass. So
Well, smoke his ass is shooting.
I know that's what I'm saying. I think that is the next step after that.
All right, so
First the smile.
so something that's just like an all three die.
Last comes gunfire.
So yeah, so that'll be a 10.
10. Oh wow.
That'll be a 10.
Let's see. You choose 2, and the DJ chooses 1. All right.
I feel like we've been
So-
rolling very well.
What am I choosing to?
Off the list there.
Oh, okay.
They don't force you to carry out the threat. So yeah, they tell their guns to go. They give you what you want or what you think they think you want. They don't just try and deceive you. Let's see here.
They can choose between sucking it up and forcing your hand, or doing what you want. Okay. I'm gonna go with doing what I want.
All right. So yeah, choose 2.
Oh, I get.
Yeah, you choose 2, and the DJ chooses 1.
Okay, and then sucking it up.
Yeah.
So
So that's not what the text on the basic movie.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's where the confusion's coming.
okay, so what
here's-
am I? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Get in their face.
Thanks.
You
Let's
choose
see.
to. Oh, okay, so it's all of these. Got it. So yeah, don't try to deceive me, and they don't force me to carry out my threat.
Okay. All right. So the goons stay down there. Stay on the dance floor. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that. Yeah. I'll have to ask them about whether what that version, why they changed it between the book and the handout.
Right.
Yeah, because
It
like
could just be an editing error.
Yeah.
Even.
yeah, it's,
So, what do you want to know?
Got the man in the pinstripe suit.
well, yeah. So there's been some foreigners coming around. Some bad stuff. I've been hearing some whispers on the street about might be involving these cats.
Dang it.
The guy who's trading
Look.
art, he's coming to America.
What happens when you play this game with people that listen to 70s music?
Yeah. No.
You
that's,
get a soundtrack.
on the website, they have Spotify playlists for this game.
It's amazing.
Build their playlist.
So, look. I'm a legitimate businessman, and I can do legitimate business dealings. Dieter is a perfectly normal person, and he just asked me to make some introductions, for a fee. He's very nervous.
Would you like to touch his monkey?
With who, Gus?
Well, he needed help with understanding the layout of the city and people who are connected to the inner workings of things. People who would be good consultants at getting things done. Now, I don't know what he's asking them specifically to do or why, and I don't want to know. All I know is Dieter is connected. He's got a lot of sway. And, all those country club types, you want to stay away from. You can't even get in now, the country club, unless you're part of their little circle. If you don't have the gold ring, like I have the gold ring, he actually shows you a very fancy gold ring with like weird symbols on it. Don't even think of getting in there. They got security you wouldn't even believe. So, I would suggest you get out of here before Dieter gets here. You don't want to mess around with a classy person like that.
See?
So,
Allow him to introduce himself.
Yeah.
He's a man of wealth and taste.
meanwhile, in the office, Swan, you could take out the bodyguard if you want to. You have the drop on them, or
And I'm still being very distracting.
Sally's being very distracting.
For someone complaining about the tropes of the 70s, you're embracing them very happy.
When it's the only thing available to you, use the currency you're given.
I'll let you roll something extra because again, the advantage.
Sure, but so I guess deliver a beatdown is the try and take him out option. What is something extra? Is it just an extra one?
You roll an extra die, and you use the two highest dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's pretty sweet.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 is enough. Without complications, you take him out. You just get behind. How do you just get behind him and choke him out, or are you going to do something more dramatic?
Is there anything that I could use in the room?
Yeah, it's a very fancy manager's office with a big desk, and there's a table with a lot of fancy art or little sculptures and trophies. So you could.
So there's something metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up something like a metal, some sort of.
A golfing trophy, maybe.
Sure, that sounds great.
All right. Dong.
Yes, the army palm.
4.
Yeah. So you're inside the manager's office.
I button up my shirt.
All right. So he's knocked out. You can scope the scene out, or let's see, what is it? Soul to free your mind to contemplate the situation.
I really want to know, if they go that route.
That's actually using drugs to do that. So
Yeah.
Or meditation.
Yeah, or meditation.
One of them could be into transcendental
Well, there are
meditation.
some pills on the table, and so
I'll take these for later.
yeah. But yeah, you can both scope out the scene if you want.
Okay, I'll do that. Roll with plus brains.
Later, roll
Aw,
with plus
man.
pills.
I got a 5.
Okay. A 5. That is a failure. You can't. Just looks like an office. You get an experience point. But yeah,
Yeah, I got a 4, so.
you get experience point.
This
But-
is a pretty office.
And you get an experience point, and you get an experience point.
One of you guys should totally pop the drugs and try to do it through Free Your Mind.
Will I get a bonus if I do that?
I'll give you a +1. Sure.
Well, you get to roll plus
Very
soul
against my
instead.
She doesn't have soul,
I
though.
don't have soul.
I have soul.
You could,
Not soul, but soldier.
Well, there's more than one pill, right? So we can
Yeah.
say
yeah. Bottoms up.
bottoms up.
This is great.
Whoa,
plan.
whoa, wait. You always have to have somebody help you through the trip, though.
Nah, we're both experienced at this. In
There
fact,
you go.
we've probably done this together before, honestly.
I've got a lot to learn from this lady.
That's your
What a
XP.
hell of a cop.
Well, she's a former cop.
It's,
Oh, so I get an
former for a
XP for
little
that?
while.
That's
Yes.
my hook?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That is much better.
All right.
So much better.
I bet you my experience is
On
bad.
an 11, I'm feeling very free.
On my
Oh, that's an
soul.
11. Yeah.
That's an 11.
8, 9 on mine.
9. All right, that's
It's truthful and
truth.
mostly clear.
All right. So, what is your question?
Oh, what is my question?
Yeah.
My question is, what vibe does this room give me, man?
Actually, there is a very dark aura coming from the taped under the table. You actually feel there, and
Nice.
there is a gold ring with weird symbols on it, and it is cold to the touch. It is just it's you
Feels wrong in my soul.
Yes, it is
I put
very
it on
dark.
anyway.
Oh, okay. So it kind of burns your skin a little. It's just like an ice cold, icy kind of burn.
Doesn't feel right.
So yeah, what about you? You can ask any kind of question, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty
good
much.
details.
To
Really wide open.
contemplate the current situation. I think I'm gonna ask what I can do to. Sorry. Okay, we're trying.
You can,
to...
the people chasing Marion. You're trying to find the people who own the stolen artwork and are trying to fence it. So those are the bad guys trying to kill Marion, and now you guys probably.
Sure.
So they're the one they hired a gang. They're connected to this country club. You don't know.
What's going on at the country club? That's what I want to know.
There you
That's the question I want to ask. What's going on at
there's
that
a
country
photo
club?
of the country club on the wall of the office, and you kind of start what is it?
Get a little
Zone out?
fixated.
Yeah, zone out. There we go. Zone out and kind of, stare at it for a while. And then you kind of blink out and you're there and you're looking at it. It's here at night. And you see on the photo there's a nice little sort of low stone wall all around it, kind of fanciful. But in your vision, you see all these weird stone obelisks that have been placed around it. Yeah.
You ever seen Surf Ninjas?
Something like that.
Character, right?
No,
But
actually,
there's
I wasn't. Surf Ninjas is an 80s movie.
Yeah, but as you're staring at it, you see there's a light on in the hall,
Surfboards.
and somehow your mind's eye you just zoom into that hall, and in there you see a group of men, and they are dressed in like leather trench coats, and they are yelling, and behind them, one of them is you can't make out their faces too well. But there is a big swastika banner hanging behind them all. There are Nazis at the country club.
Country Club Nazis. That's a whole other gang.
So now can you guess what movie I ripped this off of?
Not yet.
Really?
Indiana Jones.
No. This is a 70s movie.
Indiana Jones, Marion, Nazis. I
Nope.
mean, come on, man.
No, it's a 70s.
Come
It's a 70s movie.
Yes, except it's not the 70s.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're talking to him. He's telling you that, Dieter wanted... from parsing from his speech, you're guessing this Dieter guy is the connection. And he needed muscle to, obviously take care of the witness. That's why... And so Augustus was the middleman. Augustus does mention, this goes all the way to the top, man. Carl Knoxford is in the country club. That's the mayor.
Yeah.
So you don't know
The mayor of Townsville?
the mayor of the city.
No, mayor of the city.
So below you, though, you hear a bunch of commotion. You can't see it from where you are. It's coming towards the entrance. And you're sort of... The balcony overlooks the middle of the dance floor, not the entrance. So you'd have to either lean out and look down. Let's turning your back to the bad guys.
Not a good idea.
Or what do you want to do?
Hop the banister.
You could go back down and try and beat a hasty retreat. Or you could escalate further. I don't know. There is a liquor cabinet behind them with all the doors closed. You don't know what's in the liquor cabinet. So yeah.
I get up real slowly, kind of leaning in towards him, so that my jacket kind of falls open so he can see the butts of Seek and Destroy.
Are those two separate weapons, or is that
Yes,
just
no, they're two seperate weapons.
Okay.
I get two pistols, and I get a buff from them when eventually you do let the shit start flying. Just so you know.
All right, that's awesome. So he gulps. Saul and him are both very nervous.
And I just basically tell him, "You're a beautiful soul there, Gus." And then I just turn around and walk away.
Okay. All right, so you start heading down the stairs. So you can see there's a bunch of banshees pushing their way past the bouncer. And you see their leader. Let's see here. The ferryman. He's the leader of the banshees, and he is pushing, yelling at the bouncer. He's like, "I need to talk to Augustus." And they're all dressed up, and they're looking kind of pissed. And they don't notice you yet. Okay. And you don't know if they would even know that you're connected to this case, obviously, but you're guessing they're here to report their failure, or, to vent to Augustus or something like that, so...
The Banshees have had a hard day.
They have had a hard day.
Not hard enough.
Yeah. So that's you. What do you want to do next? You do not see Swan or Sally. At this point, you're getting out of jail.
Not jail.
Oh, sorry.
We were down at Larry's Country
You're getting
Bunker.
out of bar.
Yeah. And you do hear over the CB radio that there's a bunch. Whoa! Hey, 10-4 buddy, I heard you're having a problem with them skullhead people. I see them. They're trying to muscle their way in smooth move right now.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
Over and out.
All right. That was Monkey with a Stick, I'll say.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, actually.
So, Monkey told you that, so you can drive it there. So you'll be there in a couple turns.
Yep.
Actually, you get there next turn if you want to stunt it, or if you just want to...
I just might.
All right. So meanwhile, you two have been zoning out for a while. You can hear some kind of commotion coming from outside.
What is my current level of body capability?
You seem fine.
Okay.
I just, if you roll poorly, we know what the complication's going to come from.
Okay.
Have you seen
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
I just want to think I'm not going to be rolling at a disadvantage due
No.
to being high.
Nope.
Okay. Just,
You rolled well. So.
Yeah, I did. I rolled really well.
Someone else.
This is the best kind of high.
Not as much.
But if you roll poorly in future things, we'll know why you screwed up.
Alright. So at this point, I'm gonna crack the door open and just look at what's happening.
You see a bunch of banshees. They're pushing their way towards the past the bouncer, and the crowd's partying their way. Right now, it's about 11 o'clock. Club is hopping. There's lots of people there. They're making their way to the VIP section. You see Vincent. He just got off the stairs. He's at the bottom of the stairs.
Would the Banshees recognize me?
Yes, they saw you in the car.
That's what I thought.
Is there any advantage to me confronting them?
All right.
You could look for another way out. Obviously, that would be a scoping out the scene.
I was gonna ask, are all their backs turned at this point?
You're kind of they're kind of not their backs. You're sort of to their right side. This is the entrance. They're coming this way. You're right here. This die represents sort of the spiral staircase leading up. So then there's a big crowd. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're yeah.
So I want to scope the scene for an escape route.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, 13 again.
Oh wow.
You're rolling like a crazy person over there.
Except for the times you don't. What question?
So my first question: what's the fastest escape route out of here?
There is a window in the office that.
Oh, very nice.
Of course, it is locked, so you either have to pick the lock or break the
There's
window.
a golf trophy right here.
Hey, that was useful last time.
Yeah, you can do
I'll
that.
just break it open.
All right.
Yeah, I think we just at this point want to leave.
All right.
So we're
You
gonna...
make it. It's going to make. Yeah, it makes noise. So
Music is loud, man.
that's true. Yeah.
And so are people yelling about needing to go see Gus.
All right.
It could sound like a broken beer bottle. Nobody's going to notice that.
All right.
We'll time it to the beat of the music. How about that?
Okay. So the two of you are heading out into the alley adjacent to the nightclub. You did see one of the mirror doors open up, and you saw Sally's face kind of look out for a little bit, and then close back there. You'd have to cross the dance floor to get to that door. And the Banshees would probably see you. They might, react to you. Of course, certainly if Augustus calls you out, it's like, go get him, or whatever. That might be a complication. You don't know how scared he's going to be. So what do you want to do? Or you could try and get to the exit. There's probably a fire escape in the back. Or you could just start shooting them because I don't know what you want to do.
You could dance your way across the floor.
Oh, please do. Please put your moves on. Do what you want to do, man. Follow your heart.
Is this a Clint Eastwood musical now?
As you're watching them, you realize they are clustered around a person, sort of in the middle. That's now they're kind of like a phalanx around a particular person, and you kind of see maybe pinstripes or someone wearing dark clothing. You can't tell, but you definitely have to get in their faces if you wanted to see who it was.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to step off to the side and take time to observe the ferryman.
Okay. So are you scoping out the scene too? Or?
No, this is Eagle Eye.
Oh, okay. This is a vigilante thing, or
yeah,
okay.
It's just in case I can't get out. Like,
sure.
Since I'm assuming there's some sort of complication of trying to roll to like duck through the friggin' dance floor.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do that without any complications, you'd have to roll.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to do this now, and then I'll try and kind of make my break for it next turn. And if things go sideways, I'll be prepped. So I'm rolling against brains. That's a 12.
Damn.
So I identify a weakness and deal plus harm against the target for the rest of the scene.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, he's got a glass jaw, so yeah. Yeah, exactly. You will easily be able to take out Ferryman if it comes to that.
Okay.
So meanwhile, you two notice that they have a couple of people posted outside that you have to get by. However, you're driving up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said stunt to be in this turn. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, Super Slab. Thanks to your CB, you've got a network of eyes on the road in every direction. I'm gonna Breaker 1-5 Roadhog you out there.
Yeah, sure thing. 10-4.
Hey, what do you see out there? Where's the bear pack running?
All right. Damn.
Yeah, 13 on smooth.
Diggity.
Oh, some of them skull boys, they're standing sentry, outside Smooth Moon, like they're taking over like it's case on or something. Yeah.
All right, appreciate the information. I'll catch you up next time.
All right.
So
you know that the front entrance is being patrolled, but not the back entrance. Or like behind the building. So
right.
Or behind.
So the front entrance, like this club, is it like in the middle of town? Is it outskirtish? Or,
it's in the middle.
So like the entrance is pretty much on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
With the info I just scoped, do I know if there is police presence right there?
There is a cop car down the street. Not next to the club, but a block away. And it's busy. It's a downtown sector. It's hopping. Lots of people around. Lots of cars.
Okay.
So the cop car isn't going to necessarily notice you right away.
Okay. That works then.
But the Banshees will.
Right. No, that's cool. Yeah. Well,
that's on the
not
front. The back street is the back street.
Right.
There are no Banshees and there are no cops. There's just people.
So Hot Wheels, I can add my car's power if I'm, driving to get in somebody's face.
Okay.
So I'm going to swerve at them.
All right. Sure.
So +1.
All right.
Net. That's 9.
All right.
No, 8. Sorry. No, 9. I can do math. It doesn't matter, but
yeah. With 9 to get in the face.
So they can choose one.
Let's see.
Unless, this is the one where yours is different.
We'll use that version because that's the one you're using. So,
okay.
How does that work?
On 7 through 9, you get to choose.
Okay.
They can choose one.
All right.
I think at that point it is the same list.
Something that they can barricade themselves. Give you something you think you want to back off. Let's see here. They barricade themselves in. They rush inside the building.
Okay.
So, you see this go on. You see
We bail in the truck.
all right, the both of you.
Conveniently placed at this point.
Yeah. Inside, you can see a commotion. Some more of them run in, and they start yelling, "Hey, I saw this truck is outside. It's right outside. So, anyways, what are you gonna do, Vincent?
So they're outside at the truck. The girls.
Well, yeah, you heard
Yeah,
that.
we're in the truck. Yeah, you don't know that we're in the truck.
Right, but like, yeah, I'm gonna just try and exfil. So I'll try and leave.
Are you gonna go directly through the front door, past all the banshees, or are you gonna go look for a side entrance, or actually, this would be scoping on scene to figure out some place other than the front.
Okay,
that's brains.
Yeah,
Unless you have something bonus from vigilante.
not for that. No.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because there should be a fire escape in the back or something like that, but finding it without drawing attention to yourself or something like that
Right.
is definitely going to be a thing. Well, not a thing. But
It's how I want to play this, and there's the smart way.
you want to punish your way through it?
I really, really do. I usually play the militant straight man. I really
Just
wanna have
do
some fun with it. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I heard you were dead with the skull faces, and just walk right through the door and try and
All right.
try
Get in
and just bully my way right through.
All right.
Everyone knows who I am.
Yep. Go for it.
And that is
Doesn't suck.
damn. It's a 9. Okay, so they recognize you, but I get something extra on the next roll only. So that's better than nothing. So yeah, so I just kind of get in their face and.
All right. So they, you walk through them. You see the ferryman. He's like, I thought you were dead. I thought you had been chained to 2 cars and ripped apart, drawn and quartered.
Can I just say how that one ability turns this into a side game of Baron Munchausen?
Apparently. So, they say, but you realize they're going to immediately chase you as soon as you turn your back to them.
Right.
So you basically, you all pile into Curly's car, and
You're jumping in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
and the hearses started chasing after you, because the Banshees, of course, have to go proto-goth and have hearses.
That's wonderful.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Keep your cool by acting fast.
All right.
Like, I have more power to the ground than them. It's harder to handle because I'm heavier and taller, but, like, I can beat the hell out of a hearse off the line.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, the vehicles. 49. There's actually, there are some rules for it. So you're both using power to do that. The vehicle with the greater power. What's your power for that?
2.
2. All right. Let's see here. What are the vehicle stats? I'll just say it's 1. Yeah, it's just a standard turret. So you get a +1 to your roll.
Neat.
So roll 3 versus their roll. Well, yeah, roll 3.
Roll 3.
Yeah, you get a +1.
Oh, dice?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, +1 to your roll. Sorry.
Plus
All right,
3
cool.
total.
Yeah.
Well, and because I'm a driver, again,
Yeah.
I can add my power to keep your cool.
Okay.
So that's +5.
Whoa!
So that's a 10.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, it's the vehicle with the greater power. So it's only +1 to your cool or to your hustle. So
That's, so my hustle's 2.
Yeah.
That's
Plus 1,
3.
3.
Yeah.
Then I add the power because I'm a little boy.
okay. All right. So so you got an 11.
This
If
is,
we had a getaway
10.
driver,
Alright.
it would be him.
Okay.
And that's
think-
what he's doing.
yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right. So
Just some good old boys.
Smokey and the Bandit.
you are getting away. I will say your heat goes up by 2 as you have to
Because I'm speeding.
run some red lights.
There was a cop right there.
Yeah, there was a
As
cop.
previously established.
So you're barreling through downtown. You're ahead of them, but the cops are going to. You're not in the woods yet. So what are you going to do next? You've got a gold ring, which seems to be... You feel an urge to go a certain direction. You're not sure why.
I'm not sure why. Is that direction in the direction of the country club?
Oh, well, do you know that? Roll encyclopedic knowledge.
I feel like I know that. I mean, I've got to know where the country club is at this point. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, it is. It's luring you to the
It's
country
the
club.
guys. They just have
Plus
this
three's
feeling.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but we all believe in vibes, right?
Yeah.
I'm being drawn in the direction of the country club. It's that way.
Yeah.
All right. I have a horrible idea.
I love it.
Well, Swan and I are pretty out of it, so we'll probably go along with you.
Well, it's not really for you guys. We need to shake these guys, apparently, right? We still need to.
Well, you have stars on you. You know, essentially, you have.
Is
heat.
it just heat?
It's heat, and you haven't totally lost them yet. So
Okay.
there are multiple vehicles.
Vinny Price, you read me?
Yeah.
You see that 270 on the rack there?
Uh-huh.
How about you get rid of our friends?
You got it.
So, yeah, I do have a hunting rifle.
Okay.
So, obviously, it's in the gun
idea.
rack.
Oh yeah.
So he can reach in because, I mean, it's a given that I have sliding back glass.
Yeah,
I mean, to
How could
clarify,
I
yeah.
not?
All right. So there are 2 vehicles chasing after you right now.
Strangely, it actually has a gun rest mounted
Let's
there.
see here. Actually, let me go ahead and look at these.
Not strangely.
Well, yeah, but for him, that would only work for shooting forward.
What?
A gun, no, there's a rack. Like, the rifle
No,
is
I'm talking
hanging
about
on.
a gun rest to point backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's in the bed.
Yeah.
That's how this is working at all.
Let's see.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Slide it open to reach in and
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
okay.
There we go. Let's see here. I'll say, yeah, it's a sedan, so we got 1 power, 1 armor, inconspicuous. Actually, I'm going to say it has...
I feel like it is not inconspicuous.
yeah, it's going to drop inconspicuous and take... one of them is going to be customized. One of them starts boosting ahead. They have a modified hearse with them, so that
Modified
ferryman's...
So what?
the Monster Mobile.
It's got nitrous in
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's essentially so custom hearse that ferryman's in, and then the standard hearse.
When you're saying ferryman, is that F-E-R-R?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
Chiron.
Yeah,
Yes.
Chiron. The
I don't know what that means.
The
boatman
guy who
over the
ferried you
Styx.
over the Styx in Greek myth.
Oh, the ferryman. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, the ferryman. Yeah.
So we're in combat now.
And since it's ferryman, I still get my +1 to damage. So
you can target that however you
Oh,
want.
don't you get to roll something extra too because of the next roll?
Yeah, you roll 3 and take the best 2.
oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I still got that.
Because you haven't made a roll
You're
yet.
right.
Weirdly,
This
that
does
worked
have
out.
2 powers. Yeah, that one has 2 powers, so it's going to catch up. But yeah,
I already know this, but I just have to ask because I really just want to brag about this freaking move.
Okay.
So, does this count as solving a problem or overcoming an obstacle?
overcoming. Well, it depends on what you're doing. Combat is not.
Okay.
Shooting
Yeah.
people's not. Shooting an obstacle would be overcoming an obstacle.
Right.
So-
the base
so if
vigilante move is it's all in the reflexes, which is the best thing I've ever heard.
If you went Kung Fu movie instead and shot something in such a way as it created an obstacle for them.
Right.
Yeah, an indirect thing that would work perfectly.
All right, so we're gonna shoot the first person, or the custom.
the custom.
Yeah.
The Monster Mobile.
The nitrous hearse.
What's Chiron's bonus?
Yeah, basically what it means. All the reflexes means when you use a gun
Called a
to.
fairy.
It's all the
Melissa liked it.
reflexes.
I know she did.
Just so you know, Jason, all the reflexes mean you can use your gun to solve non-combat.
Right. No, I knew that. I just wanted to ask.
okay.
It'd be a smart ass
No,
about
that's fair. That's fair.
because it's technically solving a problem with the gun.
From certain points of view.
All right, so Capuyo, that will be a 10. So I have a clear shot. Deal your damage. What's the damage on the hunting rifle?
2.
2. So it's +1. So that's 3. How does the armor negate it?
Armor. It does have 1 armor.
Right. So what does that do to it?
Lowers the armor. It lowers
Just
the
eats
damage.
1.
Okay, so that'll be 2 damage.
2 damage. All right. Harm 2. You shoot. The car skids. Some of the armor plating falls off as it roars after you. However, they are of course going to return fire.
Yep.
And so you chose a 10, right, for just shooting? Let me look here. What is the smoker's ass? You have a clear shot, deal your damage. All right, so they're going to return fire, and they will deal. Do you have armor on your vehicle?
I do. I have armor 1.
Armor 1. All right, so you're going to take 1 harm as well because they have a 2 harm thing, but you get the vehicle's armor. Yeah.
No chance to get out of the way.
I guess if that's going to be your turn, they're gonna stay in range.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I will evade.
All right.
Serpentine!
You get a truck that's called Fish.
So this is hustle.
Yeah. I don't get the bonus for
This is
that.
take a hit or get out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only that, but it's a 7.
All right.
So it's still minimum 1.
Unless you want, you can take no harm, but the DJ can pick one of.
No.
What? All right.
1 damage.
So you still take 1 damage.
Or, I guess narratively that does end up being somebody else takes the hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vinny.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Well, do they have to hit somebody or do they just hit your truck?
Well, they're shooting at me. Somebody's got to eat the damage. So
People
it's gotta be me.
have more harm capacity than vehicles.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
She just
So
hit one particular spot.
what are you going to be doing, Swan? Okay.
Do you have gun?
Swan is
Fire
still seeing
bullet.
pretty pictures in her head.
I'm along for a ride. I don't know that I could.
You can use a gun if you have one.
I don't.
Okay. Does anybody else have a gun?
I do.
You
And
might.
so, yeah.
I have a machete.
Because I will shoot out the side window to avoid accidentally shooting
Okay.
Vinny.
Fuck you, purple dragons.
All right.
Good old Vinny
So,
weapons.
it's a 38. But I could do something.
You're trying to plug the radiator.
Well, remember, there's 2 hearses, and the
Never
other
mind,
hearse
that's
is
a
going to also attack.
Okay.
And they have a, let's say,
I will hustle to shoot, right?
an MP40. You're not sure where they got that. Let's see here.
Clearly Nazis.
So what I really want to do is shoot a tire.
Yeah.
So that's my goal.
Okay.
Like
Shoot a
ideally,
tire.
I'm going to shoot a tire.
All right.
So I'm going to roll.
That is going to be keeping,
I got a 10.
a 10. All right. You shoot a tire. All right. So I'll say the.
A hearse is heavy for its power plant.
Can I narrate a fantastic wreck that happened?
I'll allow they'll get their last attack off though,
Okay.
which is auto fire. So all of you will take 1 damage.
What?
And
Hey, I would like to take a hit or get out of the way.
Yeah, you can do
for
that.
that, right?
Yeah.
So, because I'm hard as a coffin nail, when I take a hit, I roll with something extra. Additionally, when I roll a 7 or a 9 to take a hit and choose to avoid all damage, I select the result instead of you.
Okay.
Oh, that's 3 ones.
Wow. Well.
3 ones. So I took a hit.
Yeah, you took a damage.
Are we all allowed to try to get out of the way, or is that only?
I
you tried to
probably
do that.
can't
They all
because,
tried, yeah.
well, and I mean,
You guys have
It's
all
almost
like kind of did turn.
yeah, that's what I did for my
okay.
turn.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a bomber jacket, so 1
Sometimes
damage
the day
ain't a
rules are
thing to me.
different. You know,
Okay.
you're
Oh,
allowed
that's
to if you're
true.
getting shot at,
My
so.
leather jacket is also.
All right, between your jacket and the vehicle,
Yeah, turns out.
let's say. Yeah. So the normal hearse is out of the way. So you still have the custom hearse.
Monster mobile.
And those you got, you grazed with gunfire. You got grazed with gunfire. You're at heat 3 now, obviously, because weirdly enough.
Gunfight in the streets of the city.
Yep. So who's going to do a thing? They have the other one has a let's say what is a shotgun? Actually, they're switching to a shotgun. They're going to try and get close enough and shoot you with, a shotgun. So one of you is going to be hit by a shotgun unless you can drive out of the way, and you're at heat 3, so I'm going to give you a -3 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
As there are cop cars, getting in your way that you're going to have to swerve around.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm actually going to do is try to... Well, yeah. What I want to do is something along the lines of help a brother out. Like, I want to try to spoil their shot.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to tell everybody, grab something. And then, pull my foot off for a second, grab the handle, twist hard to the left, and try to swing it around.
Okay.
Full 180.
Yeah, no, you can easily do that.
So I can help a brother out with power, so that means I'm rolling at 0.
Yep.
Snake
eyes.
You get an
What
experience
does it mean
point.
if you roll 3 ones?
You also get an experience point.
Well, no, I know that, but
There's no critical failures.
There
You just
should be
fail.
a phrase for 3 ones.
So they're
Well,
either going to shoot. The shotgun's going to hit one of you two.
Spider
so either
eyes.
Vincent or you. I guess.
Spider eyes. Because they're multifaceted.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll take it. All right.
Yeah, all right, I will, yeah.
All right. So 3 harm.
Okay, down to 2.
So the hearses are pulled up close enough to use shotgun.
Yeah. Okay. It has equal power to you. This is the custom hearse. So
Right.
So
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the rifle into the bed. I'm gonna pull out Seek and Destroy and get my plus area bonus. So can I interpret that to mean I can hit both cars?
There's only one.
Oh,
yeah, one.
Yeah, I took the
Sorry.
other one out with the tire shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't.
But you could, shoot out the passengers and the car itself too.
Okay.
So if you roll
And
well
you've
enough,
got
you'll
plus
even
to
if you don't kill the
hitting the
people
one
in it.
dude, right?
Yeah, so yeah, with Destroy, that's a 4 damage. So with the 1 armor negating, it'll be 3.
Yeah.
And then Seek has the exact same as his rifle. So at this point, there's no.
Might
Go
as well
for it.
get your bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Is just worth the far range.
Yeah,
And it was narratively fun.
No, it was great. Good fun. All around. Pooyow. That is a 8.
All right.
So, to move to get to shot, exposing someone, or you have to take what you can get, deal 1 harm damage. So if I choose expose someone, I still get my damage. And,
Yeah.
okay.
So you're gonna expose.
Myself.
Okay. That's 3 damage before armor. So 1 armor from your own vehicle.
Yep.
And then if you have any armor, that counts as well.
Leather jacket. I think I got a leather jacket.
Okay, so that's 1 damage.
So 1 damage. Okay.
So you get peppered with that as well, but you inflict 3 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it for Ferryman. He and the car sort of veers off after that. Ferryman was not driving; he was shooting. So, but he slumps over from the shotgun. You guys have a clearing, so you can get away. You want to head out someplace to hide out and recuperate your wounds, or are you going to go straight to the country club? Or
I'm at 3. I'd like to recuperate.
What time is it?
I'm
it's like 1 in the morning. You could go hide out at Dr. Boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
Let's go brew some 100-mile
He
coffee.
happens to live
and,
really near
catch a few
the
blinks.
He does.
the country club. That's how I know where the country club is.
Oh yes, he lives in Pleasant Glades,
Right.
which is the nice part of. Pleasant Glades is the name of the country club, but that's the. I don't know what the neighborhood would be called. Something very waspish, but
Happy
yeah,
Tree Farm.
yeah. Shady
Whispering
Manor,
Oaks.
or something like that. So
Shady Pines.
Shady Pines. There we go. So you pull into Dr. Boyfriend's driveway, or his garage, because that's how he pronounced it.
On the motorway.
And yeah, he is able to.
he was born upon
Yes, Sally, what happened?
It's a long story, Dr. Boyfriend. All I need you to know right now is that I got some friends that need your help.
First name doctor, last name boyfriend.
Dr. Sexy MD.
Oh, darling, you need patched up?
That kind of Dr. Boyfriend.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Sometime I'll explain Dr. Mrs. the Monarch to you.
Sometime.
Yeah.
All right, so
Like a
you
note
are
in my
able
Pretty
to
much.
Oh yeah, come on, 136. So let's see how much Dr. Boyfriend is able to heal. Scars and wounds.
Well, Dr. Mrs. the Monarch, who was originally Dr. Girlfriend.
I'll say everyone heals
There you go.
one harm automatically, and one person can heal one more damage.
You had it.
Don't need it.
Thank you.
Have at.
Right.
Is my gang healed up?
They'll be healed up tomorrow.
Okay.
So they're drinking it off, or recreationally, pharmaceutically healing themselves.
Sure,
So,
sure.
Yes, I was just talking to Rack Douglas, MD. He was he's dealing with a terrible case at his hospital, Dark Place. But whatever you need help with, I know that's 80s, but deal with it.
No, it's fine.
yeah.
I just see what you did there.
What is there anything else I can help you with, Sally? You know I respect your abilities, even though you're a woman.
Yeah, we've been over that a few times. Actually, you could help me. You still have your membership to Country Club?
Oh no, they revoked it recently. They've grown.
Turns out he's a Jewish doctor.
No, it's not that. They've gone in this weird
Layers upon layers.
sort of Bohemian Grove kind of thing, where
Yeah,
they've added these this new decor to the walls, and they've upped membership fees, and they say everyone has to pass some sort of initiation rite, and most of the people thought this was kind of foolish nonsense. They just wanted to play golf, but
Did you ever try for initiation?
no, I didn't have time. I'm a doctor. I'm in the city, helping the people of the city, and helping you with your cases, of course.
Frequently.
Yes. So I've seen them put these strange stone columns, obelisks, I guess you would call them, and it seems only the older, more reserved members are going there now. But they even though they've cut off half their membership, they seem to be doing quite well. In fact, they're temporarily opening up the grounds for an auction in 2 days.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
So who do you know that's still a member?
Well, the mayor is one, of course, and you can make up, pretentious rich person name here.
Right.
So,
Right. Pretentious.
Miffy
1, 2, and 3.
Boffington.
Yeah.
Miffy Boffington, yes.
Charles Emerson Winchester III.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that guy too.
And I think there's a Darlington there, but there's
Naturally.
yeah.
Fucking Darlington.
So yes,
Okay. Let's see. Anything else?
yes, I'm getting a bad vibe, as the kids would say these days from that place.
No, we've been hearing that a lot.
Yes.
I think from you.
I really want to hear this guy talk about like fake iced tea from Law and Order drugs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't.
You don't have to do it on command. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no. I just found that. Yeah, Tumblr. Ice-T making up the names of drugs and saying they're made out of various things.
There's kids in the backyard.
Yeah, damn ruffians. Kids,
Youths.
they're taking Quaaludes.
I feel like Quaaludes don't lead to yelling.
Yeah, mostly not being able to speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Babbling incoherently.
Well, or they're poppers, or beanies, or huffers, or Huffingtons, or Willy Wonkas, or
You really know the lingo there.
oh, sure, they come in. The emergency room is it's called the Gun, Knife, and Drug Club.
We can take
Yeah.
tomorrow.
There actually is a photo book called the Gun and Knife Club, which is like a photographer spent a year at a emergency room just taking photos of the people who rolled in. So. Because that was the nickname for the emergency room, the gun and knife, because that's why you got there. But anyway, aside from that, so you can spend the night there.
Yeah.
He has a lavish estate,
One last question, Doc. Are you planning on going to the auction?
I was thinking about it. I do need some more decor for this house, which is so empty.
Need a date?
Auction.
Yes, of course, Sally.
It's a plan.
Yes. Is there some sort of mystery afoot?
I don't know. I'm just into art nowadays.
Yeah.
Wrong part of the 70s.
Yeah. We're just getting a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to tell him, but in case we need a way.
Yeah,
to
he is
get
as
in.
naive as the days on. So. Yeah. So yeah, you have a way in.
I mean, we also have the signet rings.
You do have the signet rings.
Right. I don't think that we can like pass it down the line, and they're going to let us all in though.
True.
Yeah.
Especially for a woman.
Take a break in the vignettes. Coffee break.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in a second. And we're back. Having procured refreshments. So you are at Doc Boyfriend's nice estate at Shady Pines. The rich people neighborhood or country estates just outside the city. You are near Pleasant Glades Country Club, which has weird obelisks set up around it, and you've been told about what was it, Winchester?
Charles Emerson Winchester III.
Yeah, Charles Emerson Winchester III is someone who's a member of the country club who's nearby. So if you wanted to go, interrogate them, you could, or steal their golden membership ring. Or, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? You're holding up there. It's 2 days. You could rest up and go crash the auction. You could... you have a general sense, the bad guys are Nazis. They're trying to fence their stolen Nazi artwork and jewelry to...
The highest bidder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to fence it, like
Sure, yeah.
Essentially, launder their dirty treasures. So I'll say for free, that that this kind of money, if you could prove this, or you could catch, confiscate the artwork, or catch them in the act, there would be a big bounty in it because, hey, Israel is looking for these guys probably, and would probably pay you quite a bit. For your trouble, and you'd be doing a good thing because hey, Nazis. So, but they're bad dudes, and they have connections with gang members, the mob, and the rich blue bloods of the country club.
So, in an out of character sense, yeah. Can we hook up with anybody that can maybe look into, like, the ring has a bunch of carvings on it. I wonder if those mean anything. Maybe we could.
Ooh, yes, you could.
Someone who does the connection thing.
I have connections.
Yeah, the other thing that maybe a connection would be good for, or some other skill that I'm not thinking of right now, would be to have somebody from the press on standby.
Oh yeah,
a juicy scoop.
That would be another connection.
Because if the mayor, Carl Knoxford, is involved in this, I feel like having some leverage of exposure might be important at some point. So I'm gonna try to make contact with somebody
Who?
in the local newspaper.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
What did that word? I don't know.
Was it a special ability from the sleuth?
No.
Okay.
I just want to do it.
That's fine.
I figured it out.
I might try.
You have connections. You
I
can
have
use that for the
connections,
occult.
and I also is he a bad guy? Like, do we know that the mayor's bad?
You don't know for sure.
Oh, okay.
He might be. He might
Pretty
be.
sure
a punk.
he's on the take, but
Yeah, he might be dirty, but he might not be this dirty.
yeah,
So
he might not be in that.
Well, I was just saying because of my because of my humble beginnings, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So if I do something to help a civilian, which finding out that the mayor's
Well, exposing the truth so that the good people of the public know what's being done.
so I
right
could
under
roll
their
with something
noses.
extra
Yeah.
if I
Well, I'm
help a
happy.
civilian.
I give Swan the
But
idea.
I have to check with the DJ to make sure the DJ agrees that
all right, yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
is okay.
Make up for those triple ones.
Yeah,
or
no
whatever.
kidding. They're over there. They've been banished.
Gulag. All right.
Okay, well, 5, 6, 7, and I think it's just a
Smooth.
straight. Oh, is it smooth? It's
Yeah.
still it's 8.
All right. 8, they won a price. So you actually, one thing they do have is celebrity guest stars in this. So your occult connection. That's what you wanted, right? To find out about the rings. Is David Bowie. Ziggy Stardust knows a lot about the occult. And
Story checks out.
so he's in town, and you guys protected one of his concerts last year. So the Ugly Ducklings,
So you're saying I know David Bowie?
you know David Bowie, and he's in town.
Casually.
Damn.
Yeah, celebrity.
It went a lot better than Altamont.
Yeah, no, it's not like the Rolling Stones. So you call him up.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. Swan, it's so good to see you, or good to hear from you. I was
Miles
just.
has been saving his David Bowie impression.
Yeah,
all
no, I'm
these
doing it
years.
great. All right.
This is
suck.
this is
It
why
does
he
not suck.
wanted to play Spirit of 77 game. It all comes
You
to
could be
this.
David Bowie.
If I can work in David
We're
Bowie
not
again.
nearly shirtless enough. Miles.
Wow. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm doing everyone a favor then. So David was, look, I really need a connection. If you, I can help. Just come over to my penthouse at the Alistair Hotel. But you really, if you could bring some party favors, I'd ever so appreciate it. I'd be able to do anything you know. I've got all the regulars here. We need the party's dying. You've got to help.
On the other hand, vis-a-vis your Bowie impression, I'm thrilled that you decided to not have a Labyrinth-style codpiece.
Yes.
How do you know? He's just over the phone right now.
This is 70s Bowie, not 80s Bowie.
No, Ross.
Ross.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Also, I thought she was going to say, how do you know he's sitting down right now?
Also would have gone well.
Heyo. All right. So we're playing later tonight. It's getting weird.
The game where we make a joke about his codpiece.
So yeah, if you can bring some kind of party favors, something to spice up the party.
I assume they mean drugs.
That is the usual connotation, yes. But
All right.
you might.
Luckily, we're in a doctor's house.
David Bowie is a talented, musician. You might, if you brought him something that
I
would.
don't have a instrument.
Yeah, you can use your
That's my
creativity.
thing.
Like some sort of rare
I'm trying to keep on the golf
synthesizer, or something very artistic you might be able to do. But yeah, if you could bring him something to help spice up the party, the usual thing would be some sort of drugs, which could be, you could make up a drug name and it would be fine.
I got that covered. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I'll raid the doctor's stash because I know where he keeps it.
Oh, you're going to burn the doctor.
Yeah, I've done that before. That's no big deal.
All right.
It's Dr. Boyfriend.
Roll smooth.
She's very distracting.
Yeah.
Police
Candy.
woman.
Pretty much.
Is
Okay,
that really
so-
the theme song for that? I don't know.
No.
No, I'm sure
Renee
it's
is
not.
awesome.
It could be.
It really
I
could
wouldn't
be.
know.
Okay. Well, okay, so am I rolling smooth or
Yeah.
encyclopedic memory because I remember where he hides it?
Well, it's more or less getting out of the house with them. Because
Oh,
it's like
okay.
a duffel bag worth of drugs that you're going to have to bring.
Okay.
It's a David Bowie party in the 70s. Like,
All right,
let's be honest.
so I got 7.
7. All right, complication. Complications are fun. Not for you, but for me.
It's actually sourdough, or cocaine and sourdough. They call it sweet chowder. It's drug soup from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Sweet chatter. One duffel bag's worth coming up.
So,
Sweet chowder of mine.
Ba, ba, ba.
Good times never tasted so good.
So good, so
You know,
good,
70s
so
was
good.
the time where drugs had their own theme song. So
well, no, you still
Brown
succeed.
sugar.
So, let's see. They do what you want. You
Last
can pick
Dance with
one. They
Mary
can
Jane.
act immediately. They do not demand immediate payment. They perform especially well, or they're happy with the bargain. So, which one do you want?
please repeat. There was
They
noise.
act immediately. You can get the drugs now, or they do not demand immediate payment. They perform especially well, or they are happy with the bargain.
So I'm deciding this for the doctor?
Yeah. Which one? You can get? He can give you the drugs immediately, or you can be happy with the bargain. Essentially.
So you want
That
him to
doesn't
give
feel
him
like a
quickly,
complication.
or well, if he gives it to him quickly, he's not going to be happy about it.
By,
Yeah, I'll do that. I want them now.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a matter of the inverse. Like, whichever of those you don't pick also happen.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I want the drugs now.
All right, so you get the drugs now, and he's like, "Get out!" It's every time it's the same. So he's not.
I wink at him and leave.
You're going to make another roll to
Police, what?
actually have him on the arm at the auction.
Oh yeah, I kind of needed him.
Yeah.
So on my way out, I say, "I'll see you in a couple days." And just leave it at that.
Just get out. Yeah, it's very dramatic. In that 70s soap opera show's way. So you have a duffel bag full of drugs. What was the name again?
Sweet chowder.
Sweet Chowder, yeah. The latest face.
From Baltimore.
From Baltimore. So,
Bowie will love it.
yeah, all of you drive up there. You go there. It is a 1970s David Bowie party, so use your imagination.
What the fuck are there ostriches in here?
Yeah. David Bowie still closed amazingly. He has been...
It's okay.
Yeah.
He's having a tantric orgasm, which is going to result in the apocalypse.
So you hand the drugs over. You quickly explain the ring. He's like, oh, yes. Oh, these are dark things. I hope you know. They are. This is dark magic at work. I've heard of these in Berlin. A man with one eye and no hands handed it to me through his own psychic powers.
One eye, no hands.
That was deliberate.
Oh, Bowie.
Yes.
Stumps are still operational.
As you know, the Third Reich believed in the occult, and they had their own special society of occult researchers and historians and sorcerers on their command. I believe the name was the Karatechia, and not all of them died in the war. Some escaped, and they took a lot of treasure, and they've been trying to. They believe they can resurrect the Fuhrer on the right conditions and bring about an end to all life of non-believers. Of course, that is nonsense. Of course, but this is bad mojo. This is a guardian sort of ward. Anyone not wearing this ring would not be able to pass some sort of threshold. They would suffer a terrible fate. Their brains would leak from their ears, like that guy over there. Well, that's not quite the same, but he would look like that guy a little bit.
That's just makeup, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, and a lot of methamphetamines. Let's be honest.
Excess methamphetamine, so classy though.
So, of course, if you broke one of these rings up and smashed it on one of the barriers, it would short circuit the entire thing. But of course, that who knows what kind of calamities would result of that? All that release of dark energies.
Might melt your face.
Oh, it might cause a rift in time and space and let the spirits of the dead pour forth and vent their anger on anyone in the vicinity.
Melt their face.
Yes. So.
Wrong Nazi movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
So you can use the ring. So he tells you the secrets of the ring. If you're not wearing a ring, you cross the obelisks. Bad things happen. Mm-hmm. If you smash the ring onto the obelisk, it breaks the barrier, but
bad things happen.
To the area.
Right.
So it causes chaos in the scene, angry spirits, bad mojo. But
away real fast.
Well, it probably. He goes on to say, yeah, the Karatechia, I mean, they've erected this kind of thing. They would be, it would cause chaos and confusion, but would not end them. They would be able to eventually pacify the area, but certainly it would complicate any kind of assault.
It would slow them down.
It would slow them down, but it would not stop them by itself. Mm-hmm. But a large number of people, perhaps a gang, across the walls, and a number of vigilantes.
So you're saying we need one gang and 4 vigilantes.
So yeah, is there anything else you want to ask David Bowie?
Can we hang out?
I mean,
we are going to project onto the astral plane later tonight. We think we'll see alternate universes. It'll be quite pleasant. A few of us do expect to go mad.
So is this when he shifts from Ziggy Stardust to the Pale White Duke? Is it as a result of this party?
Pretty much. Yeah, he's figuring it out. Ziggy Stardust is a little played out. Yeah, he's
Oh no, I figured he would just Spirit of 77, David Bowie is a medium who keeps getting possessed by different spirits.
All right, yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, you have that information. David Bowie's giving you the insight into the secret barrier protecting the country club, and you have the means to break it open or to infiltrate it. So you could just crawl with someone wearing the ring, could sneak over the wall and sneak into the place, and they'd never know. Until you started shooting them or whatever, but only that person wearing a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Die.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your next move?
Thanks, Davey.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I don't know.
Because you made noise, so I thought you had an idea.
You could do the frontal assault. You could attack them all and try and overwhelm them in battle. You could try and sneak in, or one person sneak in. Let's see, how many rings do you have? You just have the one?
One.
Yeah.
You know where the second one is, though.
Does
you
your
know where's
doctor
that?
At
have
least
one?
one more.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. That
Okay.
was sort of the,
We don't need him anymore.
You could wait until the auction, because apparently they're going to lower the barrier for the auction to let people in to bid on things.
Oh, right.
But that's going to be in public, and they'll probably have more security there.
Yeah.
And certainly now, because, you've been
they
interfering.
might be looking for us.
I feel like exposing them to the public is probably the best solution in the long run. Because they could, even if we destroy the barrier, that doesn't necessarily prove that they're up to no good.
No. Well, it's more like, do you want to expose them in public, or you want to go, kill some Nazis?
Right.
Yeah.
Both is the answer, Rob.
Okay. So yeah, you can make contact with a reporter.
Yeah.
That's
I got a buddy.
yeah, you got a buddy.
Fucking Rob was always like, you got a buddy!
So this is plus smooth.
All right.
It's not enough.
That's 6.
Okay.
I don't got a
not a
buddy.
great-
He's on assignment.
Yeah, Carl Kolchak is busy.
Yeah, he's on assignment. There's some group of people out in the countryside that they're calling the crazies that are attacking people.
Can you roll, based on your buzz, can you roll?
To find a reporter, or what do you wanting to do?
Right, so my buzz is vindication of getting my name in the paper as somebody
Okay.
that broke open this big case that exposed the mayor. That would be.
Well,
the
you could just
ultimate
roll
vindication.
any of your attributes, and if that succeeds, you would get a experience point for your buzz. The buzz and hooks are things that you do to get experience points.
Okay.
But you could roll brains to logically convince someone of your
that
point.
this is a good story
Yeah.
and I need to.
You
believe
could
it.
use smooth to be like, hey.
No, I'll do brains.
All right.
I'm going to talk them into it with my
Yep.
brains. So, okay. I do a little talking. 9.
9. All right. So with that, you realize, if you can give them a lot of information, that would be enough to get a reporter's attention.
So I'm going to drop all the names that I have.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a tidbit about David Bowie being an informant because that would certainly interest a reporter.
Yeah.
I'll tell them where and when to be in order to get the scoop
Okay.
and to get the proof they need. They could go in under the guise of covering the auction and just wait for the action.
Okay. But you got us 9, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
You get to mess with it later.
well, it's not perfect. So what happens is, so are you guys going to wait for the auction then?
Well, I don't think we can just wait for the auction. I think if we're going to do that, we need to turn it. We need to sneak someone in ahead of time and try to turn it into a spectacle. We really need to have a smoking gun.
Well, you do know that the painting, I will say for free, Portrait of a Young Man by Raphael is a famous piece of artwork stolen by Nazis. So if that painting was front and center of the auction house, that might be that would be the smoking gun. The other stuff is jewelry and minor paintings and things.
So, if we could get a picture of the painting.
No,
No,
if you
we
put it in
position
the
it.
lot,
Right.
that it could be seen
So-
by the public.
So, this
Ooh,
is
I see what
probably
you're saying.
going to be
Sneak in the manor, sneak into the country club, find the painting, and then put it somewhere where the reporter will find it.
well, and if you think of a Sotheby's auction or something, they've probably just got a lot book that, like, you read a description. And so, like, it's secret information that we know that there's a Raphael there. They're not going to disclose that to anyone.
Right, but we can tamper with the...
We set it out front and center, put velvet over it, and before they start the auction, somebody pulls the ripcord. And, you know...
That's a Raphael
Yeah.
stolen by Nazis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So we need to sneak some people in to set that up before the action takes place.
Bonus.
So
Sorry.
maybe like the morning of.
Yeah.
Because it's less likely that it's going to get discovered and changed if we do it the morning of.
Yes. So that gives us time enough to acquire at least one more ring.
Yeah. Actually, you rolled really well with David Bowie. He does say if you can get one more ring, he could... there's a way to make copies with the ring. He gives you an occult ritual. So you can get one more ring, you can all have rings. So
Okay, so we need 2.
yeah.
Okay.
So we could
And
break
we
into
know
What's-His-Face's house
Winchester.
or go back to Gust.
With 2, you
The
can
answer
dupe
option.
them, essentially, with
Right.
by using any gold ring.
So you're saying we found a duping hack.
Yeah, you found a duping hack. So, so yeah, you need to get the key from Winchester the Third.
Or who's a Gus? I guess I forgot.
Augustus.
Augustus, yeah.
He had one.
Yeah, he
We're
is,
gonna go shoot
but
the finger off.
you have to find him again. He's not going to be at the nightclub now.
On the other hand, like
Mickey
Winchester,
Boppington's asking for
like
it.
it's not hard to find out where he's at.
No, he's literally a neighbor to
Yeah.
Doc's boyfriend. So
Well, so do we want to go in? Well, how do we want to do it?
I mean, well, the scary man with guns who already does class warfare.
We had something for this. Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, so I want to like not be seen by him because if I do end up going as a
Yeah.
straight person into the auction, then I need to not be recognizable. So
Right.
take it away, guys.
okay, so Vincent, you have the address.
Okay.
How do you want to handle it? Day or night? You just want to walk up and
Night.
night. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
More likely to be home.
Okay.
So I show up at his house. What am I seeing? Like,
Well, you're across the street right now. It's a 2-story country house. This is before McMansion, so it's actually well designed.
Yeah.
You know, the building's symmetrical. The windows are nice and even. And,
Only one style.
yeah, only one style. You do see a doghouse in the backyard. There's a fence there, and there's sort of like it has a roundabout driveway. And it's kind of lit up. So that's what you see across the street. You'd have to roll to get more information.
okay.
Scope
Scope out a scene that is brains. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, let's do it.
Well, are we one day before or 2 days before?
This is. It was 2 days before when you met with Doc boyfriend, and you went to David Bowie's house. So this would be the next night because I would say it takes time to
Right.
get the information to David Bowie. You've all had time to sleep
Yeah.
at your various hideouts.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
Nice.
So I get one question.
Yep.
Is there anything hidden here?
Yes. You see a alarm. A little sign says "Protected by Ginsec Security." So they have
It's very hidden.
it's very hidden. It's hidden behind a bush. And you can also tell that the dog is let out, or it's a Doberman Pinscher type dog. So guard dog and a security alarm. It's 1970s alarm, so that it's not super high tech. So if you cut the right wire, you can deal with that, and then there'll be a dog inside. But knowing which wire to cut, that's another roll, obviously.
Right. Bill.
I have a repair kit. If that would help out.
I think it might.
At all.
I think it
Yeah. Does it say anything particularly there?
I mean, it's supposed to be auto repair stuff, but
It has pliers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
so I'll give you +1 to your roll.
Okay. So
It'd be brains
It'd be brains. Okay.
to disarm it.
Okay. Oof. That's a 7.
7. All right, complication.
Uh-huh.
Let's say you disarm the alarm,
Okay.
but a light turns on. The phone rings. You hear a brief conversation. You can't hear what it is, but it hangs up. Nothing happens. You think when you trip the alarm, or when you cut the alarm off, it did trigger something. They called in. The guy said, no, I'm fine. So he thinks he's protected, but he's up. So he's not.
No, that's fine, actually.
He's up and a little wary, so is the dog. You can tell that. So.
Right. Okay. So...
I'm willing to help out with the dog.
Dog is inside. So
yeah, dog's inside, so... Which is unfortunate. I like dogs.
There are ways around dogs. If any of you want to help out with that, if you have an idea. I'll say there is a cat door, so...
Cat flap.
Yeah, cat flap, sorry.
I'm going to say that since I had my role and I knew the dog was there, because I'm an opportunist vigilante, I took a little bit of the sweet...
Sorry. The sweet chowder?
The sweet chowder.
Okay.
So, I was observing, so I ran down to the, to the local store, got a nice steak, just filled it full of this shit.
Okay. Drugging the dog correctly with that is going to be another brains check, probably.
Sure. And that's 12, so...
Nice!
Dog's gonna have great dreams tonight. And you can reach in and unlock the door from the cat flap. So,
so I walk in.
He doesn't notice you yet. So.
Do I see him? Do I know where he is?
Yeah, he's in the study. He is smoking a pipe. This is the 70s. There's a glass of bourbon by a little nightstand by his little chair. Or isn't, and he's...
Please, brandy.
Okay, sorry. And he's reading some sort of book.
What's his name again?
Charles Emerson Winchester III.
Charles.
I'll say it's a Mailer novel. Yeah, so that's a 70s novel.
I was figuring it was Walden.
No, he's definitely a kind of good guy. Anyways, he got big sideburns too.
Charles Emerson.
He's got some sideburns too.
Yeah.
Charles Emerson Winchester
the third. From MASH.
Yeah.
From Nash.
Anyway, so
Call him Chuck.
No.
Yeah, you're behind him.
It's not as intimidating.
That's true.
So.
Oh yeah, you see he is wearing the ring. So
yeah. So I just walk in and say, Charles Emerson Winchester III. You got two options.
Okay.
Option A, you give me the ring. Option B, I make you.
All right.
As I do that, I kind of like ruffle the jacket to flip back and to expose seek and destroy.
Give me a roll.
Okay. Can I be cheeky and use it all on the reflexes since I'm using my guns to?
No, this doesn't get any space.
Okay.
This is more like, how do I get out of the locked room? Or
Well, I'm gonna roll. I heard you were dead.
Yeah. Apparently, he's heard of you, but thought you were dead.
So that will be a 10. He has heard of me, and I roll something extra for the rest of the scene.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were like Schrodinger's cat. You were dead, but you're not. This is quite vexing to me. I had read in the papers you had been ripped apart by gators in the zoo when the mafia captured you and wanted to make an example out of you.
It was tigers.
I see. That explains why the tiger enclosure has been closed for so long. Yes. Well, what is it? You want the ring? Yes, of course. Here, take it. I didn't realize you were resorting to mere burglary and mugging. All right,
it's simple enough. And then would it be a getting his face or getting what I want to say? And and Charles. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, that's how we get in his face.
That's a get in his face. Cool. I like getting in his face.
Okay. Cool. I like doing that.
That'll be a 7. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, he chooses. You choose.
Yep. Let's see here. He backs off. His hands. Yes, of course. Whatever you say.
Turn around and walk out the door.
Okay. All right.
Ring of cheese.
All right. So you have the ring, and you can dupe it. You can go to a cheap pawn shop and get some other gold rings, or mug a pimp. They have plenty. Either way.
One on each finger.
Yeah.
That's enough.
So you all have rings that can get over the barrier, so you can all sneak in and find that painting. So that night, I guess, you head in. You can see that they have armed patrols walking around the estate of the country club, Pleasant Glades. And getting by them will require some kind of roll as a group, either a distraction or silent weapons or kung fu or just superior stealth. Just to sneak would be a hustle roll, obviously. So one person one person could roll for the group, depending. You just have to go past one patrol to get in. I'll say.
I got no hustle, guys.
I got 2 hustles.
So
you have 2 hustles. So
If we do keep your cool, can I roll brains?
How?
By analyzing the pattern of movement and sneaking by.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Your brains is higher than anybody's hustle.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Power
So
game
at
for
a
the
plus
win.
3, be good dice. Yeah, that'll do.
12 works.
Yeah, 12 does work. Weirdly enough, you get in the manor, you get in the country estate very quickly. And you can see that they're preparing for the auction. They are rolling up the big Nazi, the swastika banner. We must be.
Can't have that
We
stuff.
must. Yes, the public must not see our true Nazi selves. Please hurry.
I'll take bad German accents for $1,000, Alex.
You see,
So I
there's.
take note of where they hide the banner, by the way, because I'm imagining a really fun ending moment of unfurling a banner.
You see there seem to be 3 guys in charge. As you're all basically hiding behind a Greek column in the sort of main hall of the building. As they're all preparing, they've all moved all the chairs around to have a big, nice auction kind of setting. You see Pinstripe Suit, that guy Dieter. He is sort of the toting to 2 men. One looks like the Aryan ideal, blonde, muscular, and very angry looking. You hear his name being called once or twice. He is Galt. And then the other one.
Possibly played by Dolphins.
Table.
No. It's actually from the original source. And then there is a Dr. Kluge. Kluge. He's a very old man. He seems to be in charge. And everyone is even the big angry Galt is deferential to him. So you see that you see the main auction hall itself. There's about there's numerous flunkies running around setting things up. You see there's a staircase going up to the 2nd floor. And there's sort of like a balcony area overlooking over the main hall. You can see past the main auction house area. There is a hallway leading further into the 1st floor building, and you see on the opposite side of the hall there's some flunky coming up from the basement. So you see further down the hall into the basement or up on the 2nd floor. So you could split up, or you could all stay together. But it's going to take a roll of some kind to get from where you are, which is well concealed. You rolled really well to one of the other areas. So people are moving boxes from all areas to all others, so you can't get a sense.
This is the night
what's
before, right?
Yes,
So
they're
what
getting ready for the
stops
big day tomorrow.
Yeah, what stops us from waiting until they all go home to sleep?
You do figure out that this is where they live.
But they gotta sleep.
Well, you can try that.
Methamphetamine says no.
Yeah. Also, it's going to be the big day tomorrow, so they've
Who
got a
can
lot-
sleep with
yeah.
such excitement?
Yeah.
It's time to make the donuts.
Also, you see,
After we will rule the world.
Anybody got disguise stuff?
yeah, you could try and kid.
Which
you
kit did you pick?
Not disguise. Burglar.
Well, that'll still be handy.
Wait, what did you speak of when I was breaking into the house?
You did great.
She didn't want to be seen.
No.
Well, yeah,
that
but
wasn't a burglary. That was a hold up.
Yes, it was. It was breaking into a house.
Burglary is like the sneaky. I'd done plenty that day. I was tired.
I'm gonna throw it nice.
Yeah, you have numerous options. You could split up. So you could try more than one thing. You could wait some time and see if the group, see if the main
Thins out a little
if
bit.
it thins out. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, we've got time, so we might as well wait for a little bit.
Okay, so you wait. Yeah, the three of them leave, and several flunkies attend to them. They go up to the second floor. And judging from their conversation, which is in surprisingly mostly in English, heavily accented, comically accented German, Germanic accent, but English. They do say certain words in German, so you can't get a full sense of it. But you get a sense that they've all been staying there, sort of out of sight, only leaving when absolutely necessary. And this is only stage one of their plan. Stage two requires apparently a great deal of money, so they're trying to finance some further scheme.
That's the auction.
So it seemed, and you also see they seem to have all the objects being moved around, which are all in boxes and stuff like that, are on the first floor and in the basement. So the second floor seems to be where they're staying and where they're planning things.
Okay. Can we tell from where we are where the entrance to the basement is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a roll to get into the basement.
Right. A stealthy roll.
Yeah. You could do now. They're thin enough. You could time it with a brains roll too.
Okay. Or you have a thought?
Well,
There's also a storage room near you. You don't have to roll to just go into a closet and wait until morning if you want to. But
if they're not doing this as an open auction, if the point is to launder money, then essentially they've got it set up that specific people are going to buy these things, because if it's sort of a relatively blind lot auction, then there are people that are interested in the art objects. So if we really wanted to expose this, if we expose this as being run by Nazis and we want to get all the collaborators, somebody goes upstairs and gets their paperwork which says who's going to buy what for what amount. Because, that doesn't make a lot of real-world conspiracy sense, but it makes good exploitation movie conspiracy sense.
well, yeah. If you go upstairs and steal their planning documents, I would definitely have all kinds of hey, we're Nazis doing Nazi things,
And here are all our collaborators.
Well, we also need to lay
the mayor.
hands on the painting, because that's going to
Yes.
be the prove it to the world, take a picture of this moment. So some of us go to the basement and find the painting. Some of us go upstairs and get the paperwork.
It might be on the first floor. So
It might be on the first. There's they're moving the art objects and treasure are split up on the first floor and in the basement.
Okay, where's the office? Can we tell?
Upstairs. The planning
Sorry.
and the living quarters upstairs.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the documents would say what, crate number, blah diddy blah diddy blah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. That wouldn't necessarily know where it is in the house. It'll give you
But
a
it
clue.
might make looking faster if the crates are labeled in some way.
yeah, there
Yeah.
might be one painting of a similar size, and
Yeah.
it'd be really handy to not have to,
Open every
Yeah.
crate
Curve
and
on a
also
bunch
be
of
hidden
crates.
from every person.
Well, so do
Yeah.
all four of us want to try to stealth it upstairs? We group stealth, so that's okay, right?
Yeah.
So roll brains to stealth it?
At this point, you can. Yeah.
Okay. I feel nervous.
Well, I think you should because we're in a house of Nazis. So
Are we missing something? Is something... No?
I don't. I wonder if maybe you should stealth by yourself because you have the burgling kit and can burgle.
if you don't have to split, why split? You
Okay,
keep more
fair enough.
resources available.
Well, the thing is, if you all get caught, and they all know all of you were there, but if only one person gets caught, the other people are
Right, because
still
then they
there.
could throw me out, but you guys still have a chance.
Well,
of
or
making it
capture
happen.
you, and then you could be rescued or something like that.
Yeah.
Multiple things are possible.
Yeah.
Some
So
people
it
are
breaks up.
squirrely.
You know, it's do you want to put all your eggs in one basket or not?
Right.
So
And effectively all in this one roll.
yeah.
Which, like,
Right, so let
granted,
me
she's
sell
been
myself.
great at it,
Okay.
but
Dice or dice.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Plus 3, I'm
I
going
rolled
by
3 ones
myself.
this
The average roll on
Downstairs
2d6
game,
is 7. On average, you succeed at this roll with no big problem.
I'm fine.
14.
No, 14, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Good job.
That's why they make it hard to get a +3.
Sneaky, sneaky.
So, however, now you can no longer use brains because you're upstairs. There's no longer long lines of sight. There's lots of rooms and hallways. So you aren't able to predict. You're not in a big open space where you can see the patterns easily. This is going to be dexterity from further on. So,
Hustle.
hustle. Sorry. So you get up there, get up to the second floor, and you can see these areas. You can hear conversation coming from a large conference room off to the side that's ajar, and you can tell the 3 leaders are there, Dieter and the other 2 guys.
Can I see in there at all?
You could, if you can see a little bit of light, like the door's ajar, so you can hear their voices. That's about it.
But it doesn't look like an office. It looks like a conference sitting room.
It's got double doors instead of one door, so that's how you know it's a bigger room.
If you could slip the door closed, if it has the right kind of handles, you could bar the door.
Then they would know I'm here.
Not if you close it quietly.
If they try to get out, they're going to notice.
Well, yeah, I mean...
However, there are a couple of things you see. You see one very disgruntled-looking flunky. You know, he looks like the kind of guy who'd love to, be fighting the enemies of the Reich or whatever, but he's pushing a laundry cart, and he has a bunch of bed sheets up there. He's like, clean the bathrooms up. Yes,
Picture
Henrik.
Filch if you were
So he...
a Nazi.
Do the laundry.
So apparently...
Yes, clean the bathroom.
Only security clearance goons can, change the bed of the chosen leader. So he's heading off to the sleeping quarters, and then another hallway leads down to a bunch of rooms that no one seems to be going out of, and the lights are kind of flickering, but they seem to have they seem to some of them have numbers that have been taped up on there. So it looks like they're using them for something. Mm-hmm. So for free, I'll say you can tell that those doors are locked, but you can burgle them. So there's locked rooms, sleeping quarters, conference room. You could easily go up and eavesdrop. You can eavesdrop for a little bit for free. If you want to eavesdrop and hear a lot of conversation, that would be a roll to linger that long without being detected. Or you could do what he said and lock them in there. And if you roll well enough, they won't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to spend my time using the kit to get into one of the locked rooms.
Okay, that's definitely hustle.
Room 237. This will be great.
It is room 237.
So I get a 10.
A 10, yeah. She's rolling well. So you 3 are down there, and you realize you're going to have to move pretty soon. Because they are starting. There is one goon with a pushcart that is heading out your way, and you can't hide behind this particular column. You could jump into a closet, in which case, once you're in the closet, you're all sort of squished together, and you're going to be blind, basically. Or you could retreat back. You came through sort of the west wing of the building, and you saw there was a garden it led off to a greenhouse and a kitchen area, so you could head to either of those 2 areas. They seem to be kind of, didn't look like areas of interest earlier, so I didn't mention them. But, it's a giant mansion place. Or you could silently take out the goon. Or you could sneak to those 2 other areas I told you about. Further in the center of the first floor, the basement.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they wearing a discernible, maybe not even uniform, but just...
Yes.
Okay.
Not quite SS, but
right.
1970s... That 1970s SS.
Not exploitation.
Yes, exactly.
SS costumes.
Looks like we need to take ourselves out a goon.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially one that's doing the laundry.
Right, don't we just want to do a Star Wars
the
thing
guy
here?
on the first floor, the one that's going
why
by
not?
U3 is not doing laundry.
No,
he's
he's
just
not
carrying a
doing
big push cart full of stuff. He's heading... He looks like he's heading outside, like the way you came. Can't remember.
Why don't you just step out and knock the motherfucker out? We'll go from there.
Still have your golf trophy?
No.
You can use the butt of your machete,
But I can try and knock him out.
or you could use the machete to just cut his head
What's your
off.
mic roll?
That
It's
would
plus
not
2.
leave a
Yeah,
mess.
that's what I thought.
But I haven't been rolling good. All
This
good.
area is dark. You're fine. You know, you could mop it up with this.
Is that a blood stain?
Yeah.
Nah, someone just
I'm afraid
spilled
I'll
wine.
curse your dice.
Do you want?
I mean, why not?
Do you want to? If you
Oh, so you're trying to knock him out?
I'm trying to knock him out.
Okay.
That's what Mom said.
Mama said.
It's cocked.
it's cocked.
Oh, well, both of them.
Okay.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8.
8. All right. All right. So, you smash into him. But as you do so, the pushcart moves forward and rolls over your foot. It's very
Ow.
heavy. You take one harm as ow, ow, ow.
My leather jacket does.
Oh yeah, by the way, you
doesn't
guys healed
protect me
another one
from
harm
that.
from resting. 'Cause you guys, but you just lost that, so you know.
Yeah, well, I'm sure my leather jacket didn't protect me from that.
No, not from. Yeah,
I should have gotten the
should invest
boots.
in some biker boots.
yeah.
Ugly ducklings
Anyways, but
wear webbed
that was your
boots.
complication. You knocked him out and you have the clothes. Meanwhile, you unlock the room, Sally. You got in. It's one of the storage rooms, and it is very creepy. There's you have a small flashlight. You dare not turn the lights on.
Scope.
Damn.
Yes, go see it.
Okay. 7.
7. All right. What's your question?
The question is there anything hidden here?
Is
The answer
great
is
question.
yes.
Always.
you
All the things.
see, they mostly have like silverware and like fancy old European china, things like that. But you realize that wouldn't be, necessarily proof that this is stolen by the Nazis. But underneath, you realize some of this china. There's like a crate full of it, and you realize there's a hidden bottom to one of the crates.
Sneaky.
So there's something in there. So do you want to take all the china out and see what's underneath it, or
Yes, carefully.
all right, that's going to take some time. So you're stacking plates. Where are you putting them, by the way? Just right behind you, or you're going to find another place to stash the plates?
Don't choose
Not
right behind me.
Okay.
There is the nice clear area right to the right.
Okay.
Where it looked like someone already unpacked a crate. There's even nice cushioning stuff there. So just stacked it right in there.
There's strong. Okay. So it's still on the. It'll still look a little obvious, though.
Someone would notice, that's true. But
Yeah.
it's quiet.
All right. Yeah, it is quiet. So through who's putting on the disguise?
So I'm better probably at talking. I mean, we've both got hustle at 2.
Yeah.
I have
got
smooth.
smooth?
You have might probably.
Yeah. I mean, I've got one at smooth and one at might. So
Okay, so my might's real bad, but my smooth is quite good.
Don't necessarily think you can't pull this off just because you're using might. I did remember reading an anecdote of an orc rogue in D&D who put all his points into intimidate,
Yeah.
and so whenever he sneak into a place and he get noticed, he would just roll intimidate and be like, "You not see grog," and
just right through the whole thing.
and it worked.
Swear to
Lady
me.
of strength.
Yeah.
So either one of you could work.
I don't know, Bill. Do you want to do it? Because I mean, I'm cool either way. Like, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm down, and you guys can come up with the next thing.
Okay,
so
sounds good.
I'll go for it. I will. Yeah. So we definitely know storage is going. Actually, no. Wait, you should do it because then you can get us to 3 costumes. Like I'm not. Well, it might be fun to talk someone out of their clothes.
Yeah. Heyo. But yeah, he could.
I knew I should have put my point into sex machine.
All right, so you put on the costume. Anyways, you hear as you're doing this, you hear some noise coming from outside the hallway. You hear some yelling. You can't quite.
Nine!
Yeah, there's a bit of that. And you say, then you hear a guard, "Fine, I'll get it." He starts stomping down your direction. He's coming down the hallway.
I hide behind that big crate over there.
Okay, that is hustle.
I turn off my flashlight.
Yeah.
I quit breathing.
Okay.
That's fine. I have hustle 11.
Okay, jeez, wow. Oh yeah, you are fine. He actually goes to he does open the door. You see him. But he goes to another shelf full of stuff and takes out, opens up a small box and takes out a thick leather-bound book. And yeah, well, well, you noticed, you saw it earlier, but you didn't pay attention. It's just another artifact. But he leaves, and you manage to finish your task. And you pull up the false bottom, and you see gold bars stamped with swastikas.
Nazi gold!
I'll take a couple of those.
Oh, well, those are pretty heavy.
Yeah? I'm pretty strong.
How strong are you?
Strong enough to carry a gold bar.
One gold bar.
One gold bar is really all I need to prove that it's swastika gold.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
I'm not like,
It's swastika.
There's a lot of. I just wanted to know how many gold bars.
No,
I mean, you said I take a few. That seemed
I'm
to indicate
thinking,
you were
like,
pilfering
2
Nazi gold.
Pockets.
Two pockets of Nazi gold.
2 pockets of Nazi gold.
I take 1 bar, okay?
Okay.
Take 1 bar, put it in a safe location.
See, what is going to happen is she's going to melt it down. And then she's going to pour it into her pocket.
Right.
Well, you're kind of surprised they didn't not melt it down because it seems like a bad.
The swastika
Right.
stamping and a proof.
But yeah, all right, you take your bar.
Stamp swastika.
Meanwhile, Vincent, you have your disguise.
Yep.
You see, the goons are still working on various things. You see one that's isolated away from the others. You could go walk up to him and try and knock him out. You could go to the other goons and kind of eavesdrop on them while they're talking. Or you could walk into the heart of the building and see what else is available. You don't even have to roll just to walk somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll walk. I'm going for a little stroll.
All right, so you two are just by there. Swan, you open up the push cart, and you're very surprised.
Why am I surprised?
There is an MG42 machine gun
Ooh,
in the
look at
push
this
cart.
fancy shiny thing I found.
Yeah, with belts of ammo.
Yeah, 7.92 ammunition just ready to go.
So
Found a shiny.
30-year-old ammunition.
they were pushing this outside. It looks like they were having a lot of security for the auction. So you see that. You, Curly, your immediate thought is, how can I get this on my car?
Skippy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not very
Swan found
subtle.
it first.
Yeah.
There's some guys that haven't paid me yet that
Yeah.
need a visit from this.
So, what do you guys want to do with your while you're waiting? You could try and lure one of the guys over by doing the prayer thing and whispering, "Hey, get over here." Yeah, over here, and hope for the best.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about how awesome. I mean, that would make my truck look like some sort of stealthy big cat, like a puma.
Yeah, there you go.
An American puma.
So Swan, yeah, you guys gonna just chill out some more while you're looking at them.
So he was headed outside. Are there has there been like a steady stream of people headed outside?
Nope, he was the first one. That's why that's why you didn't have to make
Okay.
any checks until now, because you were just sort of lingering by the entrance.
Fair
to the
enough.
exit.
Fair enough. Well, then I think we just need to get the cart out of the way, and so it's not obvious that there's a cart here with no goon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can push the cart into the closet that's near you.
Okay.
All right, so you do that. Sally? Do you want to get back downstairs?
You okay?
Yeah, no, I just choked. I'm surprised by the heaviness of this gold.
Okay.
Choked
Gold's
it up
heavy.
a little. Well, we still haven't found the painting.
Nope.
But we do have proof.
You
we
can
found
tell,
it.
it's not in here.
Right. That's what we
There's
went
a lot
upstairs
more.
to find.
Yeah.
You actually look at the other rooms, and you can see. Actually, no, I'll say you find a keychain, so you could try the other doors with one more try. You could try looking in all the other rooms on this floor.
Okay. I want to peek in and just see, is there a room that looks like it might hold paperwork?
Okay.
Yes.
Not in the storage area. It's either going to be the living quarters or the conference room. Conference room now only has the lights on, but no one's talking. So you're guessing there's either 1 or 2 people in there who are working. So probably some of the people went to bed and some of them are in the conference room.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check out the remainder of the rooms in the storage area on the second floor. You can go in the conference room or peek and spy in the conference room.
Yeah, I want to peek first and see if I can get a sense of if there's anybody.
Okay,
in
you
there
can do that for
already.
free.
Okay.
Because there's no one there, and you can see Dieter is there, and he is doing some paperwork. But Galt and the Dr. Kluge is not. They are not there.
So I want to sneak up behind him and knock him out with a gold bar.
That's definitely a roll.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So since it's sneak, is it hustle or because
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, you can just one shot him.
I really hope this works. It does. I got a 10.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
your dice are stolen all the goodness from my
The red
dice.
one always rolls 6.
There are little bits of gold fleck on his scalp after you dome him with that.
He's
what-
fine.
Yeah, no, but
No, probably not. Honestly.
he's definitely concussed.
Max von Sydow's a hell of an actor.
Yeah, he really commits. So you knocked him out, and he has a bunch of paperwork.
Awesome. So I rummage through it. I'm looking for names and lot numbers.
Okay, give me brains
Brains. I can roll brains.
because it's in German.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Jeez, yeah. Yep, it's in the basement.
Just turns out you speak fluent German.
You do apparently.
Or I at least know numbers.
It's in the basement vault with the special security measure.
Crap.
It's fine.
Is there like a diagram or
Yes,
something of
it
where?
does.
Okay.
It looks like because you rolled so well.
Basically, a Russell Stover's chocolate box
It
for
is
you.
Dr. Kluge's patented Synthry Never Tire Guardian, which he describes as a ceiling-mounted automatic machine gun triggered by motion sensors that can only be defeated by entering a password in, which is not in the documents.
Good to know.
Handwritten note. Password is definitely not Hal Hitler.
Hey,
Yeah.
they learned from that whole Alan Turing.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
So there's a little typewriter outside the room that you type it into. That's connected to the electronic brain. Well, it's a phrase, so and if you don't do that in there, the motion sensors will have the machine gun fired at anything that moves.
I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
I will leave now.
Okay.
I take the papers.
All right. So meanwhile, you get into the heart of the building, and you can see the goons have set up sort of an armory in the dining room table. They have a lot of MP40s. They have crates of weapons. They're checking them out, and they are talking quite eagerly about, we're going to get the money in. We'll move it to the bank, and we'll be able to move on to stage 2. So they're very excited. This is all. Just to show that they have the means to their other partners. So they're you can give me a brains check to try and learn more about this conspiracy they're talking about.
Definitely. I'm gonna walk up to the table and start fiddling with an MP40.
Sure.
Ouch. That's a 3.
Well, their guns are really cool, so you kind of just tune all that other stuff out. They have a lot of hardware.
In your mind, just scrawled all over them. This machine kills bougies.
So that's all you're able to figure out.
Okay.
But you haven't done anything to get them suspicious of you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like there's any. However, you did figure out there's no artwork stored in this area. It looks like the boxes they were moving in there, they were setting up security measures nearby. So so you realize the artwork must be downstairs in the basement.
Can I?
Meanwhile, Swan and Curly are debating where best to mount the MG42 on the vehicle.
You're not even going to be in the back of the truck when you're driving the truck early.
Well, I can't drive and fire at the same time. These things take some sort of
Well,
control.
you're not going to be driving the truck. Like, you're going to have somebody with you to drive the truck. Like,
Yeah. All right.
or who's driving the truck? Like,
Oh,
think
ain't
about
nobody
these things.
driving the truck but Curly.
Then somebody else is shooting the gun, so.
What kind of, does it have a tripod with?
It is a bipod.
Okay.
So they're
See a
clearly
future for
they're
Swan
just
and Curly.
someone would be lying prone, to the fire. Anyways, yeah.
Or, bracing it on the table.
Or in a sandbags or something like that.
Can I roll keeping my cool to sabotage the MP40s on the table?
What attribute? How are you going to be doing that? Hustle would be to pull out firing pins or
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Be our guest, be our guest.
Okay.
This has got to be using a gun to solve problems. Come on.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
All right. That's 14.
Okay. How big do you want to go? Do you want to be subtle or?
No, yeah, absolutely subtle. Okay. Just like
Just really effective.
Yeah.
All right.
No, just
you sabotage each firearm on the table, and a couple that are in their holsters.
He's like pretty much dancing around.
Yes, the good old Kansas City shuffle.
You can basically do the Assassin's Creed things and push through them and grab their guns. So yeah, they're none of these weapons will work, but they look like they will. So that's great. So good job. Meanwhile, Sally, you get back downstairs. You find those two in the storage closet talking about a machine gun that they found.
Shiny. Good job, guys.
I'd heard of 7 minutes in heaven, but I didn't realize this is what it'd be like.
I'm happy for you, Claire. So I share the information with them. This is where the thing is. This is the problem with where the thing is. We don't have a password.
You can either try and guess it. As a burglar, you could try and figure out what keys were pressed and do that. But
I feel like I want to go down there and roll brains to scope the situation and see if I can ascertain either if there's a way to sabotage the.
It will be a hustle check to get down there, to sneak down there, because it's a staircase down, and they definitely have a guard there.
Well, between all of us and the gun, we can probably handle one guard.
Well, without making noise, though.
We don't want to alert all the other.
She's been awfully effective with him.
Well, I'll just say for sake of convenience, Vincent comes back, and you have someone who can get to a guard. So you could walk up. So the easiest thing would be for you to go down to the basement and get next to the guard and then knock him out. So that would be one roll for you to knock him out without making any noise.
Do we have to roll hustle first to get by?
No,
he rolls it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do that.
If the guard in the basement is taken out, you can all get there safely.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, go ahead.
So, do I get any kind of bonus since I'm in the uniform and get right up on
That's how you can. You only have to roll might, essentially, to take him out.
You don't have to hustle.
Yeah. You don't have to make 2 rolls. It's just one.
So, I botched it. So, that's 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right. He's how? I guess you're just trying to hit him on the head.
Yeah. More or less.
He turns at the last minute. You're at the bottom of the stairs. He turns around at the last second, and he looks at you, eyes wide up, and he takes out a knife. He's going to try and stab you. You probably want to get out of the way.
Okay. So
that would be
hustle
to not be stabbed.
Hustle to not get stabbed. Understood. That's an 11. I make.
Okay. Let's see here. With an 11 plus, you avoid the harm completely. Or 10 plus, yeah. All right. So you jump out of the way. He has not yet called for alarm. You get one last shot at this. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was too surprised to even call for attention.
That's an 8.
All right. You knock him out, but the knife goes in.
Yeah.
So you figure that's I think
one harm.
Yeah, it'll be 1 harm after it's 2 harm normally.
Yeah.
You have armor, so it'll be 1.
Okay.
So you get shanked. It's not fun.
Nah.
But
first time I did it, though.
Yeah, let me see.
You were gonna find Nazis.
But the important thing is he did not raise the alarm.
And the other thing is we now have a second uniform.
You do have a second uniform. That's a good point.
So he'll be finding his way to a closet without a machine gun.
Yep. An MP40. So you get down there, and you can see there is actually a security measure you did not know about. There is a locked door there with a little vent. There's another guard on the other side of the door. He didn't hear what happened on the other side because thick security door. But you're gonna have to knock for him You don't know how you can open. You can't pick the lock. You have to either convince him to open the door to let you in, or
Somebody's real convincing.
I am.
Remember that time?
I don't think boobs are going to do the trick right here.
yeah. You have a uniform now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dieter wants you.
Okay, roll.
I mean, right? Why make it complicated?
Yeah.
So smooth. Get what you want.
Yeah.
Smooth. 9.
All right. What was the complication for 9? Basically, my answer is. Wait, what?
They either want more than you're offering or insist on some sort of immediate assurance you will do what's promised. I will hold this position for him.
No, that's not easy.
It's worth a shot.
try.
Dita, he is, you know how he is a stickler for, call Hans down here. We need to have I need him to come down here. Get Hans. I need to consult with him. Before I go up to see Dita.
I'll go get him.
Okay. You don't know who Hans is.
Hans is asleep.
Yeah, if you can think of some other lure to get him out there.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You could double down, and for example, I could say, "Oh, Hans is right. He's just up the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Go get. How are you, Hans? Oh yeah, fine.
I think I've got a different one, but
Okay.
I want to, for the sake of narrative, I want to give it a second. So.
Sure.
No. Sorry, I guess we don't really have anything to cut away to, do we?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Or you could open, or you say, "Oh, Hans is right here," and he opens the vent again and just shoot him in the face.
Right, yeah, there's all that. Actually, what I was going to do is
as if he was Hans.
wait about 15 minutes and then come back down with a different voice, try to disguise my voice a little bit.
Yeah.
And be like, you won't believe, they got... That's Russian.
Yeah.
They got imports. Like, somebody got some real beer in. They have it upstairs. It's not this American lager piss.
All right. How to tempt a Nazi.
Well, I mean, Germans, right?
Yep.
That's still 9.
He opens a slot. Hans brought I knew Hans was going to get that in. Bring me some beer and I'll come right there. Well, wait, here, hold on. He opens the door. He has his MP40 there. And hands it. Look, do I look good for a guitar? Wait, who are you? I don't remember you. So yeah, you need to, he's going to be.
Shit, one more. I am Franz. I have been working in basement all night. Again
right.
with
Well,
the Russian,
your last
I can't
shot.
German. If lie doesn't work, try more lie.
Yeah.
Lie is super effective.
Yeah, 11. That took long enough.
Oh, Franz, I heard so much about you. Do you work?
I am here to drunk you up.
I will go up and get beer. So
He's good. I still, damn it.
he opens
Can't
up.
German.
Russia's close, honey.
It's really not.
I know.
Yeah, I think the people of Russia would be like, "What?" So
To all our listeners from
those two regions.
Western and Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Apologize for acting.
So you get through that, and you get to the typewriter. There's a big warning message: do not open door until if red light is on. So we will rest in peace. Let's see here. What's another German name? Unter. Yeah, rest in peace, Unter. So you're at the electric.
Such a good man.
So, can I roll brains to figure things out about the situation?
But because if you fail, you believe you do it, and you will go in the room. That's the price of failure. I will say that. If you get a complication, you're going to be uncertain, which is complication.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, I will roll secretly to determine if you're right.
Okay, wait. If you fail, that's getting a 6 or less.
Yes.
Yeah.
You already have a +3 because it's brains.
And it's
So
It's really
basically, don't
unlikely.
roll snake eyes,
Okay.
and you're fine.
But if it's a 7 through 9, then
you won't be sure.
I will roll. You'll have a 50% chance of getting it right, and you won't know until you go in. But you'll get that choice.
But I'll get that choice.
Yeah, you get the choice.
But if you try and hack it again, you'll get a -2 penalty every time you hack it.
I can accept those odds.
Okay, dokie.
Rolling brains.
All right.
All's well. 9.
9. Okay. So who is going to go in? You think you got it, but you're not 100% sure.
Someone faster than you.
Well, fortunately, you realize you're in the basement. It's a big old building, so it's not going to be heard from the outside.
Why would we do that? Why would I not chuck something in there to see if it activates?
Well, that's the thing. You have to open the door and get in. It'll still have line of sight on you.
No, but if it's motion censored,
Right.
The door opens
is
in.
a motion.
It's going to. You don't know exactly how it works. There's no way to go in. You're going to be putting yourself at risk. I'll say it's a hustle to throw something in without.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right.
So who's going to be?
So open the door and throw something in.
I
Is that
will,
hustle?
yeah.
All right. Odd. Wait. First off, I need to determine if it's
Odd.
Odd. Okay.
This seems dangerous.
Okay.
I didn't look.
Yeah. I throw a thing.
Okay.
I don't even know.
A German helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pickle hub.
Yep.
9.
9. You throw it in. It clatters to the ground. I can't think of a complication. But yeah, it worked.
Sometimes that's fine.
Yeah. So yeah. You did. I rolled a 3. It was on.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
The complication.
We got the
was that
thing.
Yeah. You have Raphael's paint.
Painting. Okay.
So you can plant that. Since 2 of you are in uniform. You actually, when you go back up, who's going to plant it? There's 2 of you in uniform.
I am the faster talker. You are the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you go up, and there, the guardsman is arguing with some of the others. But Franz told me about.
Wait a sec. Oh, that's gonna suck. So the one thing I am doing before that is switching the lot tag
Okay.
to a different painting of roughly the same size.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. And you put it behind velvet, so it's nice and concealed. You can place it for free, but they notice you they don't notice what you place down, and they're not paying attention to that. But they do see you and be like, "Wait, but Franz told me there was new beer, and where is it?" And look, there he is. Franz, yeah, he's the new guy. You didn't hear about that, Hans? Where's Hans anyway? And they look at. So 3 of them are looking at you. It's like, what is this about new beer? Who are you? Why I have not seen you before?
Time to talk your fancy talk.
Yeah.
I am in recently. I'm just not even gonna fucking try.
Just be Russian.
You're the Russian Nazi.
Yeah. Because that'll go real well.
Well-known Russian Nazi.
That's even worse. It's late. I can't accent.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You can't accent when it's not late.
Hey.
You can, but your Russian is so good.
Anyway.
I am new recruit from associate chapter in Brazil.
All right. Give me a roll.
I brought some Paul Honor with me, but apparently these guys drank it all already because they didn't want to share with you.
Okay.
10.
All right. That actually worked. Believe it or not. So you managed to get away.
All right.
So yeah, you can all hide in the closet or somewhere nearby and wait until morning. So it's So sorry.
I'd really like if you guys think it's worth it to smuggle the machine gun out to the truck.
Maybe let's keep the machine gun with us.
Okay.
I mean,
I promise if it makes it out of here, you can put it
Alright.
on your truck.
Okay.
You actually realize you could set up you could take up a machine. They do have machine gun nests set up, so you could man one of them. One or all of you could. So
wait, people are coming in from the public and they've got machine gun.
well, these are their select buyers. So these are country club members.
Right.
So
But still.
these are not random members. It's an invitation only.
How exactly are we getting a reporter in here?
That was the other complication. The reporter is outside. Somebody in the morning, you can hear them yell, "There's a report! How did the reporter hear about it?" "Well, shoot him!" No, you can't shoot reporters now. No, you can't do that anymore. Just tell him it's invitation. I've told him it's invitation only, but he's still there. He's very angry. What do we do? So there's the reporter's there, but he is not going to be able to get in unless you can get him in. One of the people in disguise can go and get him in, or somebody can cause a distraction to let him in, or sneak up. It's like, hey, jump the fence.
There's the reporter. We gave the reporter a ring.
No, but they disabled the barrier for today because
right, okay.
They're having out of town guests. They're partners in some weird conspiracy.
Shall we just sneak him over somewhere else?
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Hey, buddy, want to buy a vowel?
Okay. Will be too conspicuous for you two to do it, but Swan, you could do it.
Sure, why not?
Or Sally, one of you.
Wait, what does it require?
Any number of ways to do it. You could.
Your mic would probably be a good one. Like,
yeah, you
throw
could
a thing over the wall and boop, 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 pull them over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could. I'd say for free you can get to the back to the fence, and then you could throw them over with a line.
All right, we'll try it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
11.
Nice.
Yes, 11.
11 might. I so strong.
You easily push him over the wall. He lands on his feet, and he's able to get a nice view of what's going on. And he does have a camera, so he'll be able to take photos. So you can just let him quietly do his thing.
I tell him, you obviously know that you're going to have to be very sneaky to get out of here when the stuff goes down.
Yeah.
Like, don't be walking up to the front gate like you did before.
No, now I can see, yeah. He recognizes the Raphael, so... no, it hasn't been revealed yet, so it's still under Velvet, so he doesn't see that.
Oh man, this is entirely a private thing. I think we undercalculated a little bit. Like, we need a police raid. Almost.
You could call the police on them because they have, machine guns.
What would get the police coming? Gunfire.
You might have a buddy.
I might have a buddy. Yeah.
That's a 9 plus what
that's a 9 plus 2 smooth is 11. So I call up Andrew Taylor, who's on the local PD.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the one you were chatting with the whole
Yeah. Yeah.
And always gotta have a callback. So he he's gonna send the SWAT team now.
I mean, he knows I'm solid.
Yeah.
So knows this is a thing.
Yeah.
So
they'll be coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just sit back and let the fireworks happen, or you could try and take pot shots at the leaders before they scattle.
I think the only thing we really ought to do with a little trick shooting is hit the clasps on the banner.
All right.
This is the ending that I wanted.
So the police sirens come. The goons don't know what to do, but because they're goons and they have machine guns, they start firing on the SWAT teams,
good.
which doesn't work out well for them because the SWAT vans are armored. And
none of their guns
the
fire.
MP40s.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The MP42s are working.
That's true. You guys sabotage all the vehicles, so or their
guns,
their fireworks. So
That really would be a great 70s movie moment.
Yeah.
Just a storm of SS running out. Ah! Click, 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 click.
And then ping, ping, flutter.
give me a roll.
All right.
I'll say you can roll that with extra. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
This is using a gun to solve the problem.
Oof, it was a 7.
Seven.
So it'll hit, but I gotta expose myself.
You do.
So what?
Their guns don't work, don't worry.
That was for the rank and file. The Dieter is there, and he takes out his Luger. He shoots you. It does 4 harm.
So
he
3
has
after armor?
Yeah, 3 after armor.
Okay.
So what are you at now?
I'm at 4.
You 4 left.
No, I'm at 4 total.
Okay, 4 total. Okay.
Yeah, so...
So you're knocked to the ground. He has a high-powered pistol, and he no 9. The police are fighting the goons.
Okay.
The rich people are scattering. The reporter's taking photos all the while. Breeze blows over, revealing Raphael's painting.
In the initial confusion, like, I'm sort of curious what would be the best.
Well, the main thing is you could help. Dieter's obviously got a lethal weapon, and
Right.
he's going to be bad news.
I'm really actually, you know what? Because I think I've probably got range on him. Like in the commotion, I will have run to, my truck
To take
and
your machine
gotten
gun
my
back there?
rifle.
Okay. Oh, you're hunting rifle.
Yeah, because far advantage. And
But wouldn't
I'm
he take
just,
his machine gun to his truck?
Maybe not right now.
the SWAT
Okay.
team might frown on that.
Well,
This isn't fate. I don't need fate points.
Yeah,
Thanks.
all right, go.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to, line up the scope on him.
Okay.
It's just an 8. So, actually, since I can choose one, I want to disarm him.
Okay. Yeah. You shoot the pistol out of his hand. So he turns to run. And disappears further into the building. He's heading towards the greenhouse in the back. So, Sally, what are you going to do? The other two, Galt and the Dr. Kluge, were up on the balcony above everything. When everything broke down, they disappeared into the second floor. So they're clearly running away as well.
Sorry, that was the availability for
Beat down.
yeah,
That's
for
not
deliver a
what it
beat
is.
down. That's not
No,
smart.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. So
It's definitely fun.
so the 3 leaders are fleeing, but in different directions. Dieter's on the first floor, the other 2 on the second floor. You could help the police deal with all the rich people there who are obviously collaborating or are scattering to the winds. The SWAT team is fighting the goons. Mostly shooting and clubbing them at this point because they realized that none of the guns work. So the guy's like, oh, well, I guess we don't have to shoot them. There's all kinds of treasure around. What do you want to do?
Picks up another gold bar.
Yes, I'm going to take the gold bar
Yeah.
and go stand by the Raphael painting with the banner behind me and
Yeah.
say to the reporter, take my picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Because my ultimate goal is vindication.
Yeah. So
She gets a fate point.
Yeah, no. In the midst of the maelstrom,
Here I
the
am.
photo of you, the photo. Yeah. Sally Rush cracks another case.
Yep.
So Vincent, you were stunned because you got knocked down. Swan, you could whistle to your gang, which was can start rolling up the game. Of course, the SWAT team's probably not going to be.
As I say, I don't really want my gang mixed up with the SWAT team right now.
Yeah.
So
I think
I'm
the SWAT team is
probably-
going to be able to handle a lot of this.
Yeah.
It's okay. We could get Taylor to deputize him.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe you went with that, Ross. That was bullshitting.
Yeah.
With the right roll, why not?
Ugly ducklings getting deputized? That sounds
They're a
fantastic.
notorious gang. All the other gangs already hate them, so they can't hate
It only
someone.
makes sense.
Yeah. So what do you want to do, Sam?
I don't. I'm leaving my gang where they are.
Okay. Well, what do you
This is
want?
why they're extremely loyal to me, because I don't pull them into situations like this.
Well, what is your character?
I think my character is going to drop a couple of skull masks
Yeah.
around
I like it.
to incriminate
The
the
Banshees.
Banshees.
All right. Yeah. All right. You can frame the banshees.
Yeah.
And be like, look, police, look, officer, I found this here.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly.
Is it really framing them when we know they were working with them?
Well, all right. That's
Just
fair.
leading in the right direction.
Yeah.
Just present.
I got a heart of gold. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
All right. So
I keep
Dieter,
it on. I'm still a good
Dieter and the
person.
other 2 leaders are running away unless you guys chase after them. This is over. Like you.
We know
As
they
long
are.
as
They're
I
not gonna
can
go
see
far.
one of them, I'm going to keep taking
Oh no,
shots
they're
at
out of
them.
sight.
Okay.
They went into the mansion, further into the mansion. So you're at the front. They went in the back. So it'd be a hustle to get a line of sight of them again. Well, they're fleeing to who knows where. Like,
Come on, we can't let them get to Argentina.
yeah. All right, so hustle.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
10.
10. Yeah, you get him. He's in the greenhouse. Dieter's in the greenhouse. He is. Looks like he's looks like he's running straight for the glass. He's gonna jump through it. Or no, I'll say there's probably a back door. So yeah, he's running to that. But anyways, you have a line of sight.
Chew.
You can get one shot on him before.
Yeah.
12.
Damn.
Happens.
Yeah, it does.
It's just 2 harm. But
2 harm. Okay. He doesn't have armor, so he's knocked down. And then he just sort of crouches, and it's a big greenhouse. There's a lot of plants, so you lose sight. He tries.
I know where he was, so I'm just gonna.
All right, so you're stalking after him in the greenhouse. Sally, you saw that happen, or you didn't see that happen, but you saw him run off in the back.
Once I'm really sure that we got a really good picture,
Oh yeah.
then I'll go to join him.
All right.
Well, there's the other 2.
Yeah, but they disappeared like 2 rounds ago from a balcony, so I have no idea where they went.
There's somewhere there. They were on the second floor. You don't know if
Yeah.
there's.
But if I saw you running after one, I figured better one than none.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll go after him.
Puzzle.
Hustle. Nope, now I start rolling badly. 4.
Okay.
I trip.
Yeah, you do trip on a Nazi who's been.
Gosh dang it.
The SWAT officer knocks one down and you trip over him.
She doesn't trip on a gold bar.
No,
I'll keep that.
the gold bars kind of spills out and you're like, you kind of crawl over to that. Like, you didn't see anything.
That's proof after all. We need that.
Yeah. So Vincent, you get back up. What are you gonna do?
I'm going after Dieter.
All right.
So,
Dieter? The one in the greenhouse?
yeah.
Okay.
You can go after the 2.
My one self is going after the 2 guys upstairs.
Well, one's an old scientist, and who's the
Galt, the Aryan looking
Go
guy.
take
that's
a
the
leg.
Okay, yeah, I'll go after.
I must
the guy.
break you.
Yeah, I'll break you.
That's hustle.
Yeah. So that'll be a 7.
7. All right, you get up there. Let's see here. Some sort of complication. Let's see. The door slams shut in the conference room. You can tell they're in the conference room, but they lock themselves in. So you chase. You can give me a roll too.
Oh, who knew?
All right, you set out to do that. So you fly past Vincent. They're closing the doors.
Swan smash, stupid door.
Galt is closing the doors on you. You're going to try and push past him and get inside before he closes the door, or are you going to hold back until because you're going to be locked in the room with both of them?
Can I use my machete to stop him from locking the door? Like chop off doorknob.
No, you're running
hand or something.
Like sliced through the crack.
Okay, you try that, and you were surprised when you slam your machete down on his wrist, and not only does it doesn't even break the skin on his wrist, on Galt's wrist, but the reverberation is so hard it bounces the machete out of your hand.
He's a Nazi
and then
robot.
he slams the doors behind you. So you're inside, he's outside.
And I don't have a machete.
The machete's on the floor at your feet.
Oh, okay.
But Galt seems to be machete-proof.
You don't care about no machete.
So he is babbling something in German. He looks very angry at you.
Is that a movie with Mickey Rourke?
So anyways, you're trying to find him in the greenhouse, and so are you. Mm-hmm. So you can both use probably brains to try and find him.
Heck yeah.
Before he finds you.
I'll roll brains. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10? Okay.
I guess it doesn't go.
He's right there.
But you fail.
Yeah.
So you get to see this. He's sneaking up on him and about to stab him in the back with a...
I raise the alarm.
Okay.
Turn around.
Okay. You turn around so you have a chance to get out of the way.
Get a little bit down, I had it down. So, can I only get out of the way, or can I, take a hip shot?
He will hit you. He's close enough to hit you. So if you shoot him, you will not block. You will not... I mean, do you want...
Works for me.
All right. So you're going to do both.
Well, I'm going to take the
turn and
shot.
shoot?
Yeah,
Okay.
and take the damage.
All right.
So that's 9.
Okay.
So I get him for 1.
You get him for 1,
Yep.
and he slashes you in the face, so no armor.
Ow.
So that's 2.
Okay. Ain't no thing.
So I'm going to shoot him
Okay.
because I clearly have line of sight. So that's with hustle, right?
Yeah, if you fail, you'll hit Curly.
Well,
You didn't.
6.
that's
Oh, you
fail.
did.
That's absolutely fail.
Well, that
Sorry,
sucks.
buddy.
All right. How much damage did you get?
2.
2? -1.
So 1. Yeah.
Ow.
It's all good.
But you have 4.
No.
Not a great
That's
shot.
Back outside, Vincent, what are you going to do? You can might to
It's
bust
all
it down.
no, it's all in the reflexes. Blam, blam, blam.
Oh yeah, that's exactly. You can open a door with gun.
Yes.
Use gun on door.
I'm so good at adventure games. Yeah, that's 12. So
Yeah, the doors just fall down. Right? You shoot the hinges off as well.
Oh, good.
And while you're doing that, Galt is trying to smash you. You know, he is raising up his boot and trying to bring it down on your head. You can try to get out of the way to just dodge
Take
it.
a hit. And if I take a hit, I'm hard as a coffin nail.
Okay.
So I can roll with something extra.
Okay.
And when I take a hit and choose to avoid all damage, I select the result.
Okay.
So I think that's a 6 on this. Yeah, that's a 6. And that's a 4, so that's a 10.
Okay. So you take a hit.
And that's might too, so it's actually a 12.
All right. So he kicks you. He tries to bring the boot down on you. You grab his foot, and just as he's trying to push down, you like, ugh, you throw him off. He is very, very strong. You realize that you just had better leverage than he did because he was on one leg. But he kind of goes stumbling back. You look at the back of the room though, and you see the old man is painting something on the far wall, a big circle. So that was Galt's action, was to try and do that. So back to new round. So you could try and club him. You can't really shoot him with the rifle because he's up in your face with a knife.
Man, my might is not super great. But I actually have a big knife.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you can use big knife on other
Yeah.
knife.
I will
fight.
see you knife and raise you knife.
All right.
So that's an 8.
All right. With an 8. Let's see here. Deliver a beatdown.
Oh wow. Beatdown's really good in this one. So I don't understand what's the difference between, like, why would I not just or choose one, deal great harm, like +1 damage?
Well, I mean,
How is that not
well, he'll hit you. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
right? So
Well, it's mostly because on a 10+, you deal damage to your enemy and choose one of the following options.
right. Okay, so it just blanks. So that's not really.
Yeah.
That's just a weird thing where the formatting doesn't work. Okay, so it's 2 damage off a big knife.
All right, so he's already taken 2. That's 4. 3.
He took 1.
Oh yeah,
from
okay.
the
So he's
last
at 5. So that's it for him. So you
skippy.
stab him and he falls down, bleeding out in the greenhouse. So his dreams of a Fourth Reich, die with him in a waspish country club, surrounded by petunias. So
As I clean my knife off on my Nazi uniform sleeve.
yeah,
Over and out.
okay. New round for you guys. So what are you gonna do, Vincent?
I'm gonna do Eagle Eye.
Okay.
And take the time to try and find a weakness on this guy.
Sure.
So that is a 7. So I spot the weakness, but will need to expose myself or someone else to danger in order to exploit it.
Yeah. You somehow you realize kinetic things aren't gonna hurt him. Maybe fire, but fire in closed space, dangerous.
Yeah.
Fire indeed hot.
So that was your action. Galt actually moves to the back of the room as the doctor chants something, and the circle starts glowing.
Okay.
Both of you roll soul.
Hey.
Oh, great. This is going to go awful.
Good.
I'm rolling at -2,
8, 9.
which is an 8.
All right. With a 8 and a 9, you both drop what you're holding, but you can see what's happening. So you can take one last action because you haven't acted yet. And what are you going to do? But you dropped what you were holding, so you're sort of unarmed. They're heading. The circle in the room opens up. It becomes a portal. The doctor starts stepping through.
Can I scoop up my machete that was already on the ground?
Sure.
Scoop up my machete that was already on the ground and throw at like the edge of the portal to try and like break the circle.
-2 to your roll.
Sure. What would I like?
It's
would
hustle
that be,
minus with a negative.
It's hustle.
Yeah.
Well, it's just -2 then.
All right.
Yeah, no.
All right.
That's a
It bounces off. The doctor goes through. Galt is not yet there. So you have -2 to your next roll, but you can still do something.
Okay.
Do you have something that can make fire?
Like a lighter, but I don't know if I can.
Okay. So you try and scoop up you can scoop up one of your guns and get a shot off. Maybe hit him in the eye.
Yeah.
I'd say if you get a 12, you could hit him in the eye.
Yeah. Which is impossible at this point.
No, if you roll a 12, that becomes a 10. Or what's your hustle?
Yeah, because my hustle's a 2, and I'm rolling at -3 right now.
No, -2.
Well,
He's
-1
got
because
4
I'm at
damage.
4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So not possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Take it away.
Yeah, I pick up my guns and watch them go.
Well, you shoot at him wildly.
Yeah, sure. Just
the bullets
Maybe
bouncing
the bullets.
off.
Oh, they bounce off then.
Yeah. He is going to immune to kinetic damage. So he disappears because there's going to be a sequel, of course.
Yes, of course.
And but the occult Nazi sorcerers get away, of course. But you thwarted your plan. And,
Yay!
Back to phase 1 again.
Yeah, back to phase 1. The end shot. All of you are in a museum at the city's art museum as the Portrait of a Young Man by Raphael is being shown for the first time.
On loan to you for
Ambassador
Israel
from
art.
Israel is there, along with quite a few people. They're cheering. That's your.
I don't get art.
Oh, Curly. You're an ass, but you're our ass.
That was the country club. Borrowed with a little material from Delta Green.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Don't worry. Those two guys were basically, I wouldn't say plot armor, but it was really hard to catch them. So, but yeah, comments, questions, guys have.
What was the movie? I didn't.
Marathon Man is where I got the idea.
Okay, gotcha.
Dustin Hoffman is being chased by Laurence Olivier, who is a Nazi, trying to smuggle Nazi diamonds into the U.S. and Dustin Hoffman's onto him. So there's a famous scene where Laurence Olivier is a Nazi, is torturing him using dentistry and keeps asking him, "Is it safe?"
Yeah.
And that's where I got the idea from. So,
Cool. Right.
all right,
Good times.
Yes.
good times. All right, we'll talk to you again.
Bye.
No.